You grabbed your tea?
Yeah, we forgot to do garbage.
Alright. I'll do it after. Checking, test, 1, 2, 3, welcome. Welcome. I'm gonna start on this side of things. I don't wanna go there. Hello everybody, welcome. Let's put that there for now. Testing. How is everybody today? Good morning, Tutu. How's it going? Sorry guys, took me a second. I was just resetting stuff up. Figured out my computer was booting from an old hard disk drive. It still runs Windows on the M.2, but it was booting from a weird one. I don't even know why. But hello, David and Tutu. How are you guys doing today? We actually have nice weather, so right now all of the windows are open. We are airing the boat out. Holly is going like crazy outside and in. What are you doing now, Holly?
Right here.
What on...
Kitty, are you going crazy?
Sorry, what? Tutu, what on transform pingas? Pretty good, bro, you. I'm not entirely sure what you're trying to say, but welcome. And I'm good, yeah. Holly and I are both doing good. We're just, you know, doing stuff. Here's the kitty. My name is not Jerry, no. There is a member of our community who nicknamed me Jerry for some reason. I think because Holly and I didn't introduce ourselves, so she just made up a name, Jerry, and called Holly Hall Hall. But my name is Brian, actually.
And Cece is burnt chicken, actually.
And then there's Kitty Cat right beside me there.
That's what they say.
That's what I say.
Okay, coming through again.
Coming through. You going out to your hammock?
Yeah.
Holly's out there enjoying herself, and I'm in here suffering.
Suffering.
As you can see, it's actually pretty sunny out there. It's pretty nice today.
It's like summer.
Ah, waiting on Transformer ping. I gotcha. Who is? That's Holly. That's my girlfriend, Holly. She's normally here also doing the streams, but she's been working outside, doing all kinds of stuff. I think she wants to hang out in the sun for a little bit. We need our sun. We've been having a lot of rainy, cloudy days the last little while, so it's enjoyable. Would you do an interview? What kind of interview are we talking about here? And hello, Kelly. How's it going? Oh, who's the person that calls me Jerry? It's what's her name?
Fans.
Sorry?
Doodle fans.
Doodle fans, yeah. I don't know if I'd ever interview religious people for any specific reason. I mean, this channel is not really meant for that. It's for like sailing and stuff like that. Nothing against any of those people. Christians, Catholics, Jehovah's Witnesses, they're all pretty decent people that I've met. Some of them are more frustrating to deal with than others, but I am a religious person. I am not religious in the sense that I don't know. I believe in a higher power, but I'm not like super, I don't even know what to call it that. Building religious, I suppose. It's going good. I'm happy today. Well, Kelly, I'm glad you're happy. I am not an atheist, no. I have lots of friends who are all of those things. I have atheist friends, Jewish friends, Christians, I mean Catholic Christians. I don't know if I have a Jehovah's Witness friend, though, but... That's all good, Tutu. Why was it a long night for you? What have you been up to? Where are we located? Holly and I, she's outside right now. You can't see her, but she's out there. We're on Vancouver Island, British Columbia, Canada.
Well, you can see me.
Can you? Oh, yeah. Kind of. We can barely see you in the back there.
You could probably turn. Oh, wait, no, the bathroom. Forgot.
Guess what? I'm not sure, Kit Kat. What's up?
Chicken butt?
Chicken butt. Really? Can you ask them? Sorry, what can I ask them? What do you want me to ask them? I don't know if I want to do it on... I don't know. There's a bug on me here. I'm not the best at that kind of stuff. I used to argue with people on the internet all the time, and then I found out the internet's a horrible place to argue with people about politics and religion. I'm 38, so I guess I'm kind of old at this point. Not that old, though. Not in a bunker, we're in a sailboat. You can see the picture above me right there. That's actually outside the boat right now. It's a 1989 Hunter Legend 35.5. I am not an atheist, no. I would not consider myself an atheist. I have an agnostic friend. I have atheist friends, I've got agnostic friends. I believe in God, I'm just, you know. I do find that interesting, though, how different people and certain religions interest me more in the how or why or that kind of stuff. So I do think about that, though. Are you a Dem? I am neither a Democrat or a Republican because I am a Canadian. We do not have those here. We would call them liberals or conservative. We also have the NDP. There's actually more parties. There's a Green Party. There's a bunch of parties here. And I have voted for actually a few of the different ones over the course of my lifetime. I have never understood people that only vote one party their whole lives. I find that extremely odd. Or at least don't consider the other parties ever. They just like were born into a family that only votes one way and that's all they ever do. That's my political opinion is just voting because that's what you're supposed to do as the person you are from where you are in your family. Tutu, I think that's a really cool thing to do if you can do that. Just get a bunch of people from different aspects of life, and the hard part would be finding somebody that was knowledgeable enough in those religions, because I feel like there's a lot of people in all religions that actually don't know what they're talking about. They just like follow them, but they don't actually know an in-depth amount enough to properly explain it to other people maybe. But I do think that's cool. You could, I guess, just ask the regular people. What marina? I don't say the exact marina. Holly and I are on Vancouver Island, British Columbia, Canada. I don't want to say the exact area because there are weird people on the internet. Most people are really good, and there's never been really a problem. But if you've ever watched anyone live stream on the internet and they stream from a house and then they get in trouble because somebody shows up at the door, we don't want that to happen. Most people are good, but there are the odd people that may try to do something like that. If you see us in person, you're more than welcome to come say hi. And I agree with that too. Tutu, I agree with that too. Yeah, if you can agree to disagree, not everyone has to see eye to eye. I have friends of pretty much every political, religious ideology in life, and I feel like you can argue and like not agree on everything, but I feel like not enough people allow for that anymore. Our slip is $5.75 a month right now, which some people seem to think is really expensive. It's honestly not that bad. Is that burnt chicken? Sorry, I missed you, Golden Kit Kat. That is burnt chicken. Where'd she go now, though? Oh, she's down there now. You guys can't see her. But yeah, that's burnt chicken, or Cece, we call her. The average person is what you want, because then you can question why they don't fully commit. I mean, that's true. I'm on board with that. I do find it odd when people blindly follow certain things. Again, religious, political, or other ideologies without actually knowing a little bit at least. We try not to listen to hate as much as we can. It is hard to do when you're constantly live streaming. People just start to ask questions sometimes. I'm not sure what you're talking about, cool noob. I'm gonna tell you something. I'm ready. Tell away. And appreciate you, Tutu. Faith is a big thing, definitely, for pretty much any aspect of your life. Could I give your boat to me, please? If you're gonna trade us for a bigger boat, maybe. This is the only place we have to live, so if we give you our boat, we would have nowhere to live. This is our house right now. This is our only place of living. We do not have another house. We don't have anything else like that. And how's it going? We're doing good. Holly and I are here. You can only see me right now. The kitty cat's down below me, just off to the side. I could probably... There she is. Right there. And then Holly is just outside in the hammock right now. She's getting her daily dose of sun because it's been really cloudy and rainy. Did you say something, Holly?
I said hello.
Can you guys hear her back there? And I appreciate it too. Yeah, I know. We do our best. For the most part, we take it as a joke or we just ignore them. I think we're getting slowly better and better at that. It is a little bit hard to do. I do watch a lot of other streamers, and I always watch people struggle with certain people. But for the most part, I think it's easily ignorable. We don't filter seawater. We haven't yet because we don't have a desalinator or like the thing that can actually filter the seawater. We do have a 270 liter freshwater holding tank. It's not a barrel, but it is like a big plastic tote thing that holds all the water. It's up front in the boat. 270 liters, which is pretty decent, but nothing too crazy. I'm Doodle Fans, Jerry. What? Doodle Fans? Did you change your name? How long have you had that name? I feel like I've seen you before, haven't I? Golden Kit Kat is Doodle Fans, Holly.
Gotcha.
Haven't you been on here as both before? That's crazy. We don't get seasick. We haven't gotten seasick yet. I am Doodle Fans, Jerry. Thank you very much for telling us, Golden Kit Kat. We are not anchored. We're at a dock right now. So the actual picture that you guys can see right up here is actually live outdoor footage of our boat at the moment. I can even... How do I do this for you? Alright. There we are. That's outside the boat right now. We're at a dock. We're tied up at the dock. We're not anchored, but we're not out there floating either. And we're not trying to hide the fact. That's why we have a camera out there usually. Unless the weather's bad or something and we can't do that, which is, you know, that's a whole other story. What have you been up to, Golden Kit Kat? Or do you want me to call you Doodles or Doodle Fan still? Why did you change your name? Or do you just have a second count for fun? This is gonna drive me nuts. Might have to unplug that. Wow. If something happens to you, you're buying a boat, looks nice. It is nice. You should just, you gotta show her videos of cool places people take their boats and maybe convince her that boat life would be kind of fun. That boat looks like it's heard a lot of... I don't even know who that is. Who is Kenny? BK? I have no idea. Just a second account. Okay, well, that's cool. Well, welcome, Golden Kit Kat Doodles. Appreciate you, as always. I'm going to probably forget that one day, because I'm used to Doodle Fans being the account that I'm used to saying. Although I probably remember that now. Golden Kit Kat's not hard to remember. Yes, we did. We went up to the bathroom not too long ago. We had a shower. We did everything. All the good stuff. Did you speak too much about politics? I have argued politics in my life before. And like I said, politics and religion on the internet, especially in like comment sections, is like the worst thing in my opinion. It just like breeds hate and people get angry for no reason. Nobody can actually be, even in person nowadays, half the people just get upset for no reason. Yeah, both sounds like a train. There is a train out there. We're at a dock right now, docked up. So there's a train right now honking. Resting harder than anyone's ever rested. Rest in peace. Doesn't it get cold? It's actually pretty nice today. I think it was like 15 degrees and sunny. It's been pretty nice. That's Celsius, which I'm not even sure what that is in Fahrenheit right now.
What temperature?
Like 14 or 15 degrees?
Like 57, I think.
Okay, maybe it's, yeah. Holly thinks it's 57 Fahrenheit. I'm not sure of the exact, but that's kind of a good guess. I already answered that.
59.
We did use the washroom, yes. It is what? 59. How many sails? How many up at once, or how many sails in total? We have 3 total sails, but we can only really use 2 of them at a time. Mainsail, jib, or we can do mainsail and the Gennaker or Spinnaker or Genoa, whatever you want to call it. It's kind of like a combo. It's an asymmetrical Gennaker Spinnaker thing. Haven't had a hailstorm, so I don't know. We used to live in Calgary, Alberta, where hailstorms meant the end of my car. I had a car, and it got destroyed by a hailstorm. I don't know if they get many hailstorms out where we are right now. And yeah, I agree, yeah. I feel like, especially in this format, if I'm arguing politics or religion to people, you guys just have to argue in the comments back and forth, and I can just like, I can just mute you, I can block you, I can do whatever I want, and I feel like it's an unfair advantage for the person actually here. Unless I invite you on as like a guest and you can talk to me or whatever. But even then, I can just like immediately mute you or block you. So you have to find a really impartial person to talk that kind of stuff. How does the toilet work? We have a toilet actually right there. It pumps seawater out of the water into the bowl. You flush it and it goes into a black water tank. From there, it goes into a pump out station when you get rid of it. You can also pump it overboard, but you have to follow certain rules for that. I always forget. You're going to have to look that up. I think it's like a little bit different. It's like a nautical mile is 1.2 regular miles or something like that. I always forget, though. Hall is younger than me, so she's not 10 billion. She's 10 billion minus 4. We haven't got out sailing as much as we'd like. So Holly and I, we bought the boat October 24th. Around here, the sailing season is May to October. So we basically bought the boat right as the winter sailing season started. We're very new to this. We didn't want to do anything dangerous or uncomfortable for ourselves. We have taken the boat out a few times, but not as much as we like. As spring and summer comes, we'll be doing more. And yeah, there's totally a train. There's a train in the background. It always seems to come around this time of day. Right now we have the whole sailboat, all the windows and doors open because it's really nice out and we're trying to like air everything out and dry it all out. Monologue. Me, I'm gonna be a moderator. I mean, moderators are cool too. I like moderators for that kind of stuff. Not a day over 29. I agree, yeah. I feel like it's really hard to sometimes, depending on the type of belief you're looking into, it's really hard to be impartial on stuff like that. But if you are the right kind of person, you can totally do that.
What's the nautical mile rabbit hole?
I'm not sure. What is the nautical mile rabbit hole? I know it's slightly different than a regular mile. I always forget the exact number. But what's the rabbit hole about that?
We'll have to look into it first, I guess. I'm pretty old then.
Let us show you how we work. What are we talking about, Drew? Sailing. We do not have a sailing playlist. I don't know if we'd have one any different than a regular playlist. I think one of the big things, so whenever I've gone camping, Crownland camping, or like sailing and stuff, usually for me, I enjoy just listening to nature, the water, the wind, whatever else. I'm not saying I would never be in the mood to listen to music while sailing. I probably would be, but I am more of the kind of person that when I'm out in nature, I enjoy the nature itself. But I'm sure at some point we'll be listening to music, but I'm not sure what the playlist will be. And then a favorite place, we currently sail on Vancouver Island. We love it out here. We would very much like to go to Mexico eventually. And then, so we'd end up going to the US and probably a lot of other places. The Caribbean would be really cool. We're on the wrong side of the Pacific for that. We'd have to go through the Panama Canal, which costs 3,000 American dollars. Now 30 ain't old, but I'm 38, so I'm almost at the 40s at this point. Living on a boat can be cheaper. It really depends on you as a person. Holly and I are both very mechanically inclined. I was actually an automotive tech, so a mechanic. So doing all the maintenance ourselves saves a lot of money there. If you have to constantly pay for maintenance, it can get really expensive. But so can a house. So, but our boat was $36,000 Canadian. The cheapest house or even condo around us is 300 and something thousand. So it's like 10 times cheaper to buy a boat, and then we pay $575 a month for the Marina slip in the summertime. And actually, a lot of people actually anchor out in the bay nonstop, and then it costs zero. Besides, obviously, diesel fuel and whatever else you need, but. Yeah, nature walks are minty. I never really understand the people that are out in the middle of like nowhere, like camping, and then they're blasting their music. Again, to each their own. Everyone has their thing. I'm not like saying that they're bad people, but I always find that weird if you go there. If I want to listen to music, I'll usually just be at my house and doing whatever. I have never heard that. Or is that? Are you talking about? Wait, I don't even know what that is. What is that? Is that the song I'm thinking it is?
Let us show you how we work.
No, Totos, Africa. I don't think I've... Wait, hold on. Oh, that song. Okay, that is the song I thought it was. I mean, I have listened to that song, but not for a long time. I'd be listening to Sail Away. We have listened to Sail Away, but not recently. 35 isn't old. I know, it's not that bad. Holly's 34, I'm 38. Drew, what are we talking about here? Let us. You always say the weirdest things. I'm not sure what you're talking about.
It's totally a song.
Which one?
What Drew's saying.
Oh, maybe, yeah.
Yeah, it is. It's called "Let Us Show Us How We Work." I think. I don't know.
Okay, maybe. I paint nursing homes. We do have to take it out of the water, yeah, occasionally. That's the other thing, too. There's lots of stuff you have to do on a boat, but I mean, a house has a lot of maintenance as well.
Lame.
Do you use a lot of gas or solar power? We have diesel, we have solar power, we have propane on this boat as well. We don't actually use a lot of any of that stuff. Electricity is probably the biggest thing. We do have solar. Some people enjoy blasting their music wherever they go. Although, I feel like the thing is, you can totally like doing that, and you can feel like you have the right to, because you can kind of do whatever you want, unless there's a curfew or something weird. But you're not really considering other people's lives when you're doing that. I've never been the kind of person that likes to bother or interrupt other people. And I mean, whatever, you can think of me however you want, but I always find it odd when you're like, your life interrupts other people's lives because you think you are allowed to do whatever you want. Which, again, you are technically allowed to do that, but then I wouldn't consider you a very considerate person. I'm the man in the box. Arcturus will never die. Do you know how deep the water is when you're in sea mate? Yes, we do, technically. So we do have a thing on the bottom of our boat that tells us how deep we're in. It only can go a certain depth, though. So I think after like 300 feet, it doesn't show anymore. So once we get past 300 feet, then we know it's really deep. But also, on our... most of the ocean, like how deep it is, has been mapped. And you can figure it out. So we have an app that'll show us where we are in the world and how deep the ocean is currently where we are at. I did not know that, but I also have never thought about that, Chico. Brother, come on. In the woods camping, bro? I mean, like I said, to each their own. You're all allowed to do whatever you want to do, but I always find that kind of weird. Never gotten scared of sinking to the bottom of the ocean? Of course, that is a fear, but I feel like you can fear your house sinking into the land. There's sinkholes. There's hurricanes. There's earthquakes. There's lots of things that can end your house no matter where you are. Sounds like you don't know how to be a man. I'm not sure what you mean by that, but appreciate it. Ah, yeah, there you go. That's perfect, Chico. Yeah, exactly. As long as you're blasting your own music to yourself, I find that's perfectly reasonable. I'm 44. A little bit older than me then. Not too much, though. I'm receding. I feel like I'm receding, too. It's all good. I mean, it's not that bad, but it's definitely not like what it used to be back in the day. I mean, I feel like our age group of people, where once you hit a certain age, you just kind of stop aging inside anyway. I feel like I'm still like 24 years old overall, but I know I'm not. Chunky's definitely living in the woods too.
Wow.
It's your fellow sailboat neighbor. I live on a Catalina. What kind of Catalina you live on? We're on a Hunter Legend 35.5.
Gonna come hang out outside?
And that's fair.
I'll do it later.
I have occasionally been driving down the highway, listening to music, singing at the top of my lungs, while also having the windows down and the heat on full.
Hi, kitty.
Holly and I have never been to where the Titanic sank, no. And you're more than welcome, you're more than welcome to ask any question you can think of. We'll do our best to answer it as best we can.
Maybe. It's cold in here.
Daily shipping forecast. I have never heard that, no.
Oh. Do you want this open?
You can close it if you want. Or leave it open, doesn't matter. I was unfortunate enough to be born. I mean, it happens. I feel like I had one almost pretty young too, but it hasn't really changed much over the years for the most part. It's still decent. Never got a captain's hat. Would love to get one. Like tricorn. Holly and I both want a tricorn and one of those big long overcoats that the pirates used to wear.
I can't get it.
I don't know how we're going to be. Technically speaking, the kitty cat is the captain, so we're just the sailors out here. That's cool. A Catalina 30 tall rig. Are you on Vancouver Island also? Sorry, Holly?
I can't get it right now.
I could probably get it.
It's okay. It's fine. Hi, kitty. Would you like to come hang out outside?
It's worth a listen.
Okay.
What is it about? I have no idea what it's even about. Yeah, so that picture is not actually a picture. That's actually a live outside. You can see the water moving. That's actually outside our boat right now. You can see where we are. We're at the dock. We're not trying to hide anything.
You're lying. It's a green screen.
It's a green screen. But yeah, that's where we are. It's not actually a picture, but that's actually outside of our boat right now.
It's real.
A British thing. Interesting. Golden Kit Kat, come on. Fort Lauderdale. That's cool. The kitty, what's the kitty doing?
Looking pretty cute.
She is looking super cute. And yeah, normally Holly is in here too, but she's chilling outside if you guys are wondering where she's at. How deep is in that water right here? I can tell you right now. If you want me to look it up, I can grab my phone and tell you. We're at the marina. We're tied up at the dock, so it's actually pretty shallow where we are. Oh wow, why is this doing this to me? I'll pull up the boating app. So Holly and I use Aquamaps, the Boating by Garmin app, which is a monthly or a subscription-based one. And I can tell you right now where we are currently parked. The water is... At the lowest, it gets to 6 feet-ish, somewhere in there. 6 to 10 feet, probably. And then just off the coast, like if we went out into the... over there, it's like 10 feet at the lowest. The tide raises and falls by about 15 feet. So it's like 6 feet to, what is that, 30 feet, I guess? 6 feet to 35 feet, somewhere in there. And if we go a little bit further out in the, I want to see the deepest part of the Georges Strait is over 1,000 feet. It's probably even deeper than that. I bet you there's a deeper spot if I looked really hard. 1,300. 1,300 feet may be the deepest spot out in the Georgian Strait here. There's probably another spot that I can't see that's even deeper, but that's kind of looking it up. Who'd you fight, buddy? Sorry, who are we fighting now? Who's talking about fighting? Sorry, Drew, I honestly have no idea what you're talking about at this point, my dude. I mean, we could always just block or mute. I don't like to do that, but I have no idea what you're talking about. You've always been here, so I have no problem with you. I don't understand half the things you're saying, so I'm just going to let you keep going, but yeah, you know how that is. That is a deep lake. Yeah, we have the Great Lakes in Canada on the eastern coasts, or closer to the east coast. They're pretty deep. I don't know what the deepest Great Lake is. But I mean, if we go into the Pacific, obviously, just off the other coast, so that's like between Vancouver and Vancouver Island, it's about 1,200. And then if I go over to, obviously the Pacific Ocean is incredibly deep. Just off the coast of Canada, off the coast of Vancouver Island, you can get up to 9,000 feet pretty fast. And then from there, probably, I have no idea what the deepest would be. You could probably look that up. It gets real deep real fast, though. No. Hmm. Is that the one that Loch Ness Monster's in?
Oh.
Yeah, the Mariana Trench is supposed to be really deep. I don't know what the actual depth is, but I know it's really deep. I might open up the other side of things right now, guys. It's a little bit quiet in here today, so I'm going to blast open the old TikToks and see how that goes for a bit. The tubes has been a bit slow the last couple, but appreciate you guys. If you don't mind, double tap the likes, the follows, the subscribes, do all the crazy stuff. It helps push the channel out to the For You page and more people will come watch. It is Friday afternoon, so you know, some people are probably already out doing whatever they do on Fridays. Especially depending where you are. Tutu, what time is it where you are right now? I swam from New York City to England. Wow, that would be quite the swim. That's cool. We don't have, we have, what do they call that? The Ogopogo. The Lake Okanagan, we have, basically the Loch Ness Monster. We call it the Ogopogo, though. And appreciate it, Builder Bob. We'll do some live streams actually sailing eventually too, guys. It is starting to get really nice out. As you can see, the weather is starting to turn. It's a bit windy today. The wind is a bit cold, but it is actually starting to get nice. Catherine, what's going on? Welcome. Sorry we weren't live the other day. I did see your comment saying we did actually go live, but it was a lot later than we were normally supposed to be going. So that was not yesterday, but the day before. We actually did go live, but it was probably like closer to 10:30 when we went live, unfortunately. What is that? I always forget what that one means. Hello, Trina. That's what it is. It's when a mod comes in, I think. We're in Canada, Builder Bob. We're Canada, Vancouver Island, British Columbia, Canada. Holly is just outside. Holly, are you out there still?
Yeah, I'm cleaning.
She's just cleaning the boat right now. Doing all the work while I sit here running the live.
In the sunshine.
Yeah, she's enjoying the sun. We haven't had a lot of sun lately, so she's out there trying to get as much sun as we can. I see her. Do you? Oh yeah, you can kind of see her through this camera maybe a little bit.
Oh shoot, I forgot about that one.
There she is, everybody. Say hi to Holly.
I guess this one there.
The cat behind me, yeah, she's chilling. Her name is Cece. Here, I'll move that camera so it's out of the way. It's better if you guys can see the kitty. There we go. Or I'll put it down here. That way you guys can see out the door a little bit too. There. Make it a little bit smaller. There. Now you guys can see the cat. You can see out the door. You can kind of see the outside of the boat a little bit. What made us choose the sailboat? Boat season is coming. We're very excited. Boats, we call it boats and bikes. We like bikes a lot. Motorcycles specifically. The reason we chose a sailboat is just to do something different. I've been wanting to buy a sailboat or live on a sailboat. I've always wanted to live in, like, you know, a houseboat, a sailboat, a van, an RV. I like traveling. I like doing different things. I always found the normal way of living to be not something that was for me. Society sets up a certain way you're supposed to do stuff, and I never really fit in with a lot of that kind of stuff. I found it expensive, and I figured there was probably a better way that you could live cheaper and be able to afford more of the things you like to do in life. So I've always been on the path of trying to figure out better and different things to do. And I'm not even saying that houses are bad. There's nothing wrong with houses. I've owned a house before too. But that's kind of the reason we bought a boat. We wanted to do something different with our lives, go on some adventures. There is a kitty. Yeah, you see her? Right here. Kitty cat right there. And yeah, Trina also does it full time. Just finished some 12-volt stuff on my boat today. Getting ready. Whereabouts are you? Are you in BC too? Massive cat. She's not as big as she looks. Everyone always says she's a massive cat. She's pretty average. She looks big maybe because of the camera angle and she's by my head, but she's like a 12-pound cat, like female. She's actually pretty small compared to like a lot of male cats. 27 feet, it would be a little bit small, but not terrible. And yeah, the housing market is terrible. Another reason to move onto a boat, honestly. I mean, you know. There's also the fuel market, which is probably going to go crazy, so if you have to buy fuel, that's going to get expensive too. Drew, who are you talking about? Are you talking about me or someone else right now? Oh, like, okay. So a sailboat instead of a houseboat? Generally speaking, most houseboats can't cross the ocean, whereas a sailboat can. I'm sure somebody out there will prove me wrong and they've taken a houseboat across the ocean. But generally speaking, sailboats are better at that. Also, technically, sailboats are free. And I say free in quotations because you still have a lot of maintenance to do, and we do have a diesel engine, so we still do pay for fuel and a bunch of other stuff, but it's like free fuel with the wind besides sail maintenance. As soon as I say that, someone will pop in and be like, nope, not free. And it's technically true, but... How long can you stay out? Oh, sorry, appreciate you. Roses are red, violets are blue. When I join the live, you guys make my day. Appreciate you. How long can you stay out? That depends how much stuff we pack up or whatever, prepare. So we do have a 270 liter freshwater tank. That's probably our limiting factor for how long. I feel like if we only use that water for drinking, we could probably stay out for at least a month. You could also probably refill with getting water with your sail, like catching water, rainwater and stuff. You can obviously get a water maker eventually, which would change that. So there's lots of things in life you can do to like change how it is. But yeah, I think for us right now, with no other outside help, about a month at the most. Your hair is fine. Fire. Thank you very much, Biggie. Appreciate you. Where are you from? We're on Vancouver Island, British Columbia, Canada. And we have a cat or a dog. We got the kitty cat right here. Clickbait does get views. Agreed. We try to stay as... we don't like the clickbaity stuff. Although occasionally we throw in like a fun title like we're sinking. And technically we are, but it's not as bad as we make it out to be. I believe in Bigfoot. We technically call it... What do we call it around here? The Yeti. Yeah, the Yeti's around Canada. We got the Yeti. Cascades and Marketplace. Dare to dream. Always dream. I feel like if you're not dreaming, you're not living anymore. Where's the dog? We got no dog. We got a kitty cat. Her name is Cece. Do you ever swim up to other boats? I have never done that. I mean, we could do that. It might be freaky for some people. No. And if we need to get off the water, we can just go walk on land. The picture down here, below me here, is actually outside. So we're at a dock right now. We can just walk anywhere. I'm from Rhode Island. That's cool. I do not believe in Santa Claus, no.
I do. You could be real.
No, Vancouver Island. Vancouver Island, British Columbia, Canada.
I can't believe you would say that, Brian.
Which one?
You don't
Santa
believe in
Claus?
Santa Claus?
No.
Wow.
We're going to have to go find him in the North Pole. Except for we don't want to go to the cold. Never had a pirate encounter? Nope, not yet.
I believe in Santa Claus.
As long as one of us does. Buddy will be able to help us out.
Brian doesn't know. That's why he gets coal every year.
Oh, what was that?
The front hatch closing.
Oh, there it goes.
The wind got it.
Yeah, I know. I agree. I think clickbait's okay to a certain point. You just don't want to be super clickbaity that annoys people, I think. That's the big thing. And yeah, we got to make good thumbnails. That's the other hard part. I'm really bad at making thumbnails, honestly. Yeah, we got the kitty cat on the boat. She's just chilling behind me there.
Kitty. Where?
And that's true, too. She's up on the dehumidifier area. Trina also does, Holly.
What's that?
That believes in the
totally.
magic of Christmas. 58, concerned about how difficult it is with other kind of boats. I struggle sometimes. Depends on the size of the boat, of course. But there's a couple hatches out back that I have to go down head first to get to some of the, like, the toilet tubing and stuff like that. We had to, like, change it out. And that's really hard on my body. I've also been through a lot of accidents in my life, though. So it really depends on your physical fitness, any injuries you've had, and then I guess how old you are, too. And how big your boat is. So some boats are obviously easier to work on than others, but you may have to get your nephew, niece, son or daughter, or somebody smaller to go down on some of the hatches. I'm like 190 pounds and 6 feet tall. I'm not that old. I'm still pretty physically fit, but I would say some of the things on the boat are a little bit hard to deal with. It also depends how good you are at already working on vehicles. I've always been very good at automotive stuff, so sailing stuff is not too bad. We have Starlink internet farming clips. We are also at the dock right now, so this picture below me, right here, is actually live outdoor feed of our boat. We are at the dock. I think the Marina actually has its own Wi-Fi, but we have Starlink internet, so we get ours just through satellite. While you're sitting on your the couch. Holly's enjoying the sun, that's why. Everyone always says that until I'm up doing the same thing and she's sitting here, then nobody says anything. Well, they say different things.
Yeah, pretty much.
I don't think there's many sharks around where we are. Worst thing about living on the boat is probably... hold on one second. Airplane flying over. The worst thing living on a boat, we made a video and joked that it was the door. That door can be a pain in the butt. But it's honestly probably electrical and water management. Right now, again, at the marina, it's not such a big deal. But when you leave the marina, having to make sure you have enough of everything is kind of the hardest part, maybe. And laundry. And yeah, technically I am working right now as well. It's just a different type of work. Don't worry, I'm not stressing about it. I don't mind if people say that. I like to answer the questions, even if it's a little bit of an odd question. Privacy is good. I mean, we're in a marina, so obviously there's going to be other people walking around. But it's hard, and it's pretty hard to see in the boat. Plus, we have little curtains we can put up. Had a bat in a furled sail. Oh, that's cool. I'm assuming once he got close to shore, you let him out and he was good. Hello, Germany. How's it going? My sister actually currently lives in Germany, although she is talking about moving to Spain now. So, Holly and I haven't got seasickness yet. We are not pretending we won't. It might happen. We haven't been on like the big ocean yet, like on the big open rolling ocean. Kat has not gotten seasick either. She's been good. And Heather, living on a boat has been fun. It's very different. There are, of course, some things you have to deal with on a boat that are a little bit different than land. But I feel like no matter what you do, there's always going to be compromise. That was me in the air scouting for great whites. There's a 20-footer next to your boat. I don't think there is. I don't think there's probably been a great white around here, but not usually. We're in colder waters. Great Dunham. You can, but Holly and I don't really that much anymore. Yeah, you totally can. So in Canada, you can go anchor. You have to be careful. You don't want to just anchor out in like shipping lanes or in bad areas, but there's lots of spots you can anchor for free. And of course, Heather, yeah, we try to be as open and honest as what we're doing as possible so everyone can kind of get an idea how it works and all that kind of stuff. We're also very new to this, so there's some of our stuff, our answers will probably change over time. Tell Lou I said hi. We're going to look for it. The Lucky Penny, a 34 Tartan Classic. I have not seen it yet, but we'll try to remember that. Lou said hi. Tell Lou I said hi, I mean. I don't know how much you can replace before it's a different boat. The cat doesn't have a life jacket. She has 2 life jackets that are attached to her carrying case. And thank you guys for all the follows, the subscribes. We really appreciate it. We're working hard to try to get monetized on a bunch of the platforms. It takes quite a bit, so all of that kind of stuff really does help us out. And it is a very nice way to live. We're enjoying it so far. Never caught a marlin, no. We're very new to ocean fishing as well. So we brought our fishing rods from lakes and rivers, and we were trying to upgrade it so we could fish in the ocean, but of course ocean fish are quite a bit bigger. What brand anti-foul? I have no idea what the brand of anti-fouling paint it is. So we bought this boat 4 months ago. It was painted in the spring before we bought it. And I didn't ask him what brand it was. So we have never bought and painted this boat ourselves, but it was painted. Bubbles at one point. I had one. Never seen a tornado on the water like a water spout? I have never seen that. The water is cold. We're not jumping in here. We're also in a marina. Marinas are not very nice. Cut that hair. Why do you care what my hair looks like? Out of curiosity, of course. Why don't you grow your hair out if you're so upset with this? Thanks for sharing your experience and helping others. Yeah, doing our best. We always try. Appreciate you, Heather. Appreciate you. And James, we are not jumping in the water. It's cold here. It's not that nice. It looks nice enough, but it's not honestly that nice.
Yeah, the water would be freezing.
We don't plan to be anywhere where we're going to run out of food. So I don't think we'll have to do that. We also can fish. So if we run out of food, we can just fish for food. I couldn't do long hair, props to you. I mean, yeah, like I said, to each their own. I always find it funny when people come and tell me, cut my hair. Why? Why does it bother somebody so much? And right now, so our income is doing content creation. Holly and I are working really hard to make videos for people to watch on multiple platforms, and we appreciate you guys. If you like, follow, subscribe, that's kind of all we ask. You can also help us out in other ways if you really want to, but, I mean, liking, following is kind of the main one.
Should we put that room back together? Perfect.
And Bubbles, we have never had that stormy of seas, so... Tell me to grow up, I tell them to grow down. Yeah, we should all grow down, honestly. We're on Vancouver Island, British Columbia, Canada. I ask because I want to do it. I mean, that's perfectly legitimate. Sorry, Scooby Snacks, say that again, it's jumping too fast. Or a saloon style if you prefer. I think we'd want a saloon style door. They're very expensive though. I have looked up a few different ones you can like buy. They would replace kind of what we have already, but this is not Cali. This is Vancouver Island in BC, Canada. We are north of the San Juan Islands in Washington State, kind of. It is about, yes. Do you ever get, and guys, if we miss your comment, it's because the chat's moving pretty quickly. Occasionally we won't be able to get to all your comments and questions, so just ask it again. Don't spam the chat though, that gets annoying, but we have never gotten caught in a big storm yet, not really, no. Parrot, you're special, carry on. We have now got seasick, nope. I mean, we could just easily do this. There we go. Our boat was 36,000 Canadian dollars or 27,000 US dollars, and we're on Vancouver Island, British Columbia, Canada, north of the San Juan Islands in Washington. So very close to there, but further north. Or yeah, further north. Yo. Dennis, welcome. Thank you for the rose. How are you doing today? Holly is my lady's name.
Yo.
Oh wow, Dennis, thank you so much. I need to turn.
Yo.
Dennis, thank you very much for the cake slice, the You're Awesome, and the live. We haven't been at live as much the last couple days. We've taken a little bit more time off recently. I can totally swim, yeah. Holly and I are both able to swim. And thank you, period, for a heart me. Appreciate you. And yeah, the price of living in BC is very expensive. I agree. We're not in Toronto. We're on Vancouver. We're in BC. Vancouver Island, British Columbia. We don't plan to have kids, and you could totally have kids on a boat. I think you'd want one bigger than ours. It depends how many kids, what their ages are. If you have, like, you and your husband or wife or whatever it is as well. So 4 people could probably live on this boat until a certain age, and then you'd probably want a bigger one. But it's probably doable. I'm so afraid of water. A lot of people are. I mean, I'm afraid of water in a lot of ways too, but I enjoy it enough that it's not that bothering to me. Dig Safe? I have no idea who that is. Electricity? Right now we're at the dock, Chuck, so we just plug into the marina and we get electricity. We also have solar panels, though. You aren't happy living in a small boat? We enjoy our boat. Our boat's perfectly fine. Honestly, Ours is 35.5 feet long. It's perfect for what we do, but honestly, having one that was like 45 would probably be perfect. You don't want to get so big that you can't solo sail it anymore, so it really depends on you. The smaller the boat, the cheaper it is for a lot of other things, though. So our boat's honestly perfect for where we're at right now.
We are happy. We're happy. We're not saying our boat's like unhappy.
Yeah, nobody in our boat is saying that we're unhappy with it at all. Appreciate it, Heather. Yeah, we hit 4K. Appreciate you guys.
We are very happy. Super happy.
I couldn't tell you the yearly expense. We've only been on our boat for about 4 months. We pay about $575 a month for the Marina. We pay $1,200 a year for insurance. $400-ish a month for food, but that can change quite often. $100, $150 for electricity, and again, in the summertime there'll be less because our solar will hopefully be working.
There's not that many sharks here.
Everyone keeps saying all the sharks. We don't have a lot of sharks here. There's a lot of sharks, but nothing that aggressive where we are.
It's the sea lion.
And we do have Starlink internet, so we can get internet in the middle of the ocean, yes. And Kenneth, I think you did maybe mention that once or twice. I mean, there's 3 people in the boat. Well, 2 people and a kitty cat. You got kicked out? It apparently happens sometimes. I'm not sure why some people get kicked out of the live. It's kind of like the TikTok or other side sometimes randomly decides to kick people out. No idea why. We do not need a captain's license for this boat. As a Canadian and as somebody that is just doing it for pleasure, not for like commercial use, all you need is a PCL in Canada. It's a very basic test online. It's like $100 or $30 on sale. It takes about 5 hours, 4 or 5 hours. It's lots of reading multiple choice questions, but it's not that hard. We could be pirates, but we're going to be the good pirates. We're going to be the friendly ones that don't do bad things and steal from people. There would be more than you think. There's totally sharks here. There's lots of stuff under us. It's just we don't have a lot of aggressive sharks around here. We decided to do this because we were sick of doing what we were doing before, basically. So Holly and I worked for a long time. We lived the house life. We did a lot of different things. We just wanted a new adventure and to try something brand new. I think learning constantly and trying new things is part of the best part of living and doing life. So we went for something new. I thought you chose me. Most difficult and dangerous journey. We haven't had a lot yet. We're very new to this, so we've only recently started. So what you're seeing now is kind of what we're at. We have never gotten seasick while docked. No, that is, I don't know if, I mean, sure some people might, but we have never. Like VeggieTales. When there's no wind, we have an engine too. We have a diesel engine, so we could run that. We also have an outboard engine we can run if we really needed to for emergency situations. We'd have to figure out a way to make it like mount to the boat, but we could totally do that.
I guess we only sit on our butts and do loves, bruh.
Did someone say that?
So that's why we're unhappy.
Oh wow, I didn't know. Thanks for telling us. I was worried myself. I was getting concerned that I didn't know what was going on. We have never caught an actual fish on this boat yet. So we do have fishing rods, but we've been working to upgrade them to actually work in the ocean. Honestly, it would be better to get like a really big, proper ocean-going fishing rod, but we are upgrading our current rod to be able to handle smaller ocean fish. We've caught some crabs, though. We're not going out in the ocean today, no. We should do that soon, though. Every time we want to, the next day is horrible, and every time we are planning not to go anywhere, it's really nice, so... It's starting to get closer to summer, so it'll be nicer as the closer we get to summertime. Never been to Granada, nope. And thank you very much for all the follows, all the subscribes, guys. We appreciate it. Sorry, what? I feel like I missed something here. Oh, I missed it. The chat sometimes moves really quickly and I miss certain things. Boats and bikes, guys. Boats and bikes. Is it expensive to live in a boat in Loki thinking of doing it? It's not that expensive. Honestly, it depends where you live in the world, of course. We live in BC right now, BC, Canada. We came from Calgary, Alberta. It's actually cheaper than where we lived and where we are currently at now. So Calgary and Vancouver Island is pretty expensive, honestly. Vancouver and BC are very, very expensive. But the boat was $36,000. Most houses, even like a condo here, costs $300,000, so it's 10 times cheaper. We do pay $575 a month for the Marina right now. In the summer, we don't plan to be at the Marina as often though, so it will be a lot cheaper. And then $150 for electricity. Depends on the time of year for a bunch of stuff, but and then 180 for Starlink internet. But even if you were at the marina nonstop, it would be cheaper because the marina has its own Wi-Fi as well. We
cheaper than Calgary.
yeah. What's the deepest part of the ocean you've been in? Kind of right where we are. We haven't been very far yet. We've only been on the board for 4 months. It's cheaper than Calgary. It's definitely cheaper than Calgary where we're at right now. I mean, we paid.
Not for food though.
Yeah, food out here is pretty expensive, but I mean overall expenses. I think it's cheaper just because we're living on a boat right now. So yeah, Calgary, we were living in a not a legal suite, like a basement suite, and we paid $950. So we're paying $575 for the marina right now. Of course, you got to factor in the boat cost too, but still. Go down to the Keys. We'd like to one day. That's definitely a dream of ours. I mean, if Drew really bothers people, Drew, what are you talking about? Do you want to answer me, or are you just going to keep rambling on here? How far do you drive in the boat, or do you just chill close to shore? Right now we are at the shore. We're like very close to. We're parked at the dock. You can see the picture right beside me, or right down below here, right there. That's actually live outdoor footage of our boat. We're at a dock. We're not going anywhere at the moment. We would love to sail more, but we're waiting for spring and summer, and it's almost here. The weather is starting to get really nice. Do you think it would be cheaper if you were renting or just because you're in a boat? It's definitely... So I've rented in Calgary and I owned a house there, and it was very expensive. This boat is already cheaper than that. Renting in Vancouver Island is also extremely expensive. So I think the boat is cheaper overall. We didn't buy the boat to get a cheaper way of living. We bought the boat to do more adventure and do different things. It just had a byproduct of being cheaper. And I feel like I'm missing, who is this Will guy and what is he talking about?
I think they're having an internal conversation.
Oh, I see. You guys are having a debate somewhere else. Yeah, we're in Canada. We're on Vancouver Island in Canada at a marina right now. If you're so rich. Wait, who's saying they're rich? Yes, we have. We did take our boat out and dock, or not dock, we went and anchored overnight and slept on the boat. We have done that before. It gets cold-ish here. So we're from Calgary, Alberta, where it actually gets really cold, like minus 40 degrees Celsius, which incidentally is pretty close to minus 40 degrees Fahrenheit. On Vancouver Island, where we are currently located, it does not get that cold. I think at the most it gets down to like minus 10, minus 15, but usually for not very long. This winter, we've barely ever dropped below zero. I envy you, brother. Thank you. Appreciate it. Yeah, we're enjoying ourselves. Jadon, we are not going there. You can ask us every day forever. We'll never go there. I don't know why we'd want to go to a place with such negative energy or whatever you want to call that. And yeah, we're on the water. I can show you this outside video down below me here, beside me, is actually the boat. This is where we are.
How much did it cost?
Which?
The boat.
$36,000 for the boat, $27,000 US if you're in America. Yeah, we're at a dock, but we're in the water right now. Buy a house? Why? I've bought a house before. I don't like the house. I find it boring.
Aw. Thank you, everybody who's tapping.
Yeah, thanks for all the guys and all you people double tapping the screen. We do appreciate it. We do have to pay, and yeah, Heather's been awesome. We do have to pay to be at the marina. It's $575 a month right now at the marina. And if you guys haven't already, don't forget to like, follow, subscribe. We do very much appreciate it.
Love the boat. We'll convince you one day when we're in the...
Who is it? Not sailboat? We will enjoy ourselves. Why are we laughing, John? I'm confused by that. Oh wait, does this work? Enjoy yourselves. Behave yourselves. You hate it, that boat. Sorry, what? Gaming because all they do is sit on live, trying to explain their lives. Do you work? Johnny, you're a very odd person for popping in and explaining nothing about yourself and then just leaving some comments. Appreciate you, though. Thanks for all the questions. This is not what we do all the time. We just do this because some people find it interesting, and we explain it to them. Lots of people pop in and out. We're not explaining it all the time to the same people, and we do plan to do some live sales eventually as well. Pumping fees, electric dumping fees. So we pay $575 for the marina. We pay about 100, 150 for electricity, and then it's free right now to get our boat pumped out from the pump out station, but we can also use the marina bathrooms. It's crazy for me. I cannot put into words. It's pretty windy outside right now. We have read a few different sailing books. What do we got right here?
We might be able to go wakeboarding today. With that wind.
But I've never read that one that you just mentioned.
Oh my.
It is definitely cheaper than owning a house where we are currently at, yes. Yeah, we could try wakeboarding, but this boat doesn't really produce much of a wake.
You just wakeboard under the water level.
Yeah. And yeah, it's a very nice boat. I really like it. For a $1989 year sailboat, it has a lot of the amenities that newer boats had, like from 94 and up, honestly. Pretty decent. Drew, I still have no idea what you're talking about, my dude. But I appreciate you. I guess Trina can hear your laugh, Holly. Thank you, Heather, for all your double tapping and helping in getting us to 10K likes over here. American Tom, we bought a boat. So Holly and I lived in Calgary, Alberta, nowhere near the ocean. Although I have lived out here when I was a lot younger. But we just decided one day we had, I got laid off and they tried to rehire me as a seasonal. I just said no. Holly worked at the same place for another 8 months. So bad. And then we just decided to go for it, buy a boat. We sold all of our stuff. So we sold everything else we used to own. We had a trailer. We had, she had a truck, I had a car. We sold it all. We bought a boat and we moved on to a boat. We wanted a new adventure, something new. And of course, OBS just disconnected. I'm sorry, guys. Give it a second. It'll probably pop back on in a second here.
Yeah, my connections.
Maybe I'll check. Hold on. Let me check Starlink really quick. Your cheese triangles. Are you talking about a rotary engine? I love rotaries.
Ooh, Doritos?
Let me just check my Starlink here. Make sure it's still good and angled correctly. Kitty, hey, get out of there. She likes to bite bags, and she found a bag to bite.
Oh, wow, look at her.
I know, that's because I stopped her from biting a bag. What's up? How's your day going? Our day has been good. We had taken a lot of this week off. We've been a little bit slower than we normally live stream almost twice every day, every single day. But this week we only went live pretty much once a day for the last little bit, and we actually took one full day off for the first time in 4 months. So.
Yesterday, Brian, and today I lost at Punch Buggies.
How did I lose today?
Because that silver one's there.
Oh, right. The one that I didn't see and didn't even believe about.
Just so everybody knows. You crazy kitty.
And appreciate everybody. Thank you guys for being here. Sorry about the internet. We had over 100 people in here, and then the internet decided to do whatever it's doing, and now we dropped to 20.
It kicked me out, too.
Weekend Kitchen, how's it going? We're doing good. We'll see if it repopulates pretty decent. We might have to restart things. I don't know what's going on with our Starlink today. We haven't encountered anything super crazy weather-wise. All the weather, so it is winter sailing season here, which is storm season, and we have been through some storms, but only while at the dock. So Holly and I, in the winter, because it is storm sailing season, we've been very careful because we're also new sailors. So we have played it safe, and when we know there's a storm coming, we just stay at the dock. We only go out on really nice days currently. You good too? Have you guys gone live recently? I haven't seen it pop up for us, so we haven't seen if you've gone live recently. Or have you been going live pretty much daily? Yeah, generally people come back. Sometimes it doesn't. Sometimes TikTok is weird, and other times, because we're streaming elsewhere as well, and sometimes that one doesn't populate very well either. I might have to restart it on that side, but you guys on TikTok, you guys are good. It's already repopulating, which is cool.
Yo.
I don't think I've ever had Haitian food, actually. What is a Haitian dish that is something that you would consider very Haitian? We're docked on Vancouver Island, Jack. Vancouver Island in British Columbia, Canada. It's north of the San Juan Islands in Seattle, Washington. Or sorry, in Washington, not Seattle, Washington. And yeah, Burton, not a lot of people, I don't know. You have to find a really special person that wants to do the same kind of stuff like this. It's totally doable. I feel like you just gotta like show your wife sandy beaches. I don't know, maybe she doesn't like going on sandy beaches. Show her the cool spots where you can just chill in the water and enjoy yourself with quiet, beautiful sunshine.
Oh yeah, totally. Drew Girl has to do this
Why?
because it's just better.
Oh, I see. It is cheaper. So technically, the one downside is depends where you are. It's depending. Some places have higher marina fees. It depends how big your boat is, how wide your boat is. Depends what part of the world you're in. Depends on the time of year. But if you plan to be away from the dock, especially in the summertime when it's nice out, you don't have to pay as much. Like if you go out for like a month at a time and you don't pay for a month at the marina, that's 1 month you pay like $0 besides like maintenance and food and gasoline and whatever diesel. So it really depends what you plan to do, but you can totally just live at the dock in a boat. You could buy yourself a really small boat. Honestly, if I was a teenager again and I had like a basic job, I would totally do this. Buy myself a really cheap small boat and just like live on that. I don't know. It really depends though. You want to make sure you have some amenities, of course, but the noodle box. I love the noodle box.
Do ya?
We live on a mountain in the mountains. I used to live in the mountains at one point as well. We do have a kitty cat. No, that's all. Bella, that's totally okay to ask. It cost us $36,000 to buy our boat outright. You can also buy newer ones, and you can do like a mortgage on a boat pretty much too. But we bought it outright. We sold a lot of our stuff to be able to do that, of course. But it's honestly no cheaper or no more expensive than an RV or something like that. We do pay $575 to park at the marina and like $100-$150 for electricity. We pay around $400 for food, but that obviously depends where you are in the world and what you want to eat. And then we pay about $180 for Starlink, which is kind of expensive. If you just wanted to live at the dock and you did not care about internet as much as we do, you can use the marina's Wi-Fi or your like phone network or whatever, and then you would never really have to pay that. So that's just us because we like live streaming and gaming out in the middle of nowhere. So
It might be cold. Now.
the kitty's name is Cece, just spelled with 2 C's. We've seen lots of wildlife. No sharks, though. There are sharks around here, but usually not that aggressive. We've seen whales.
Tofino's got sharks.
Yeah, Tofino does have a great white just like 100 kilometers off the coast. We've seen humpback whales, sperm whales, orcas, sea lions and seals. I think we saw porpoises as well. We've seen a lot of different things. What games do you play? We play Battlefield 6, GTA, Baldur's Gate 3, RV there. Yeah, we play lots of different types of games. Depends. I used to play a lot of racing games too. Why CC? I'm really into motorcycles. I've always been into it. I've ridden a motorcycle since I was able to, and I could afford one. So CC is usually what you measure a motorcycle. I mean, car engines are measured in CCs too. But yeah.
Hello.
So she's just CC.
Hi, Cece. Sometimes she's creepy cat.
Or we can call her Creepy Cat or Copycat or whatever.
Stare cat sometimes.
Stare Cat. We haven't got seasick yet. It could be a thing that happens in the future, but we haven't had it yet. Right now, Sophie, we're at a marina. So this picture right below me, right there, is actually live outdoor footage of the boat. So we're at the dock. There's actually a vet at the top of the hill, so we could honestly walk there. Of course, if we're out in the ocean, that's different, but that'd be the same no matter where you live. If you live out in the forest too, you're going to have to find a way to get to doctors or hospitals or whatever. Sometimes if you live far away from things, it's just a little bit more complicated. But hopefully that doesn't happen. She's a very healthy cat. It's definitely doable. I think anybody could do this. Like I said, there are a few things. Obviously, on a boat, we don't have a direct connection to water. You can get a water maker, so you can pump seawater onto your boat and filter it into drinkable water, but that costs quite a bit of money. You can make your own as well. There's cheaper ways to make water makers. Right now we're at the marina, so we just use a garden hose and we fill up our 270 liter fresh water tank. Electricity we plug into the dock, and if you're away from the dock we have solar. So there's like things you have to do that are a little bit different than owning a house. Owning a house is like the way society has it set up. It's the simplest, easiest way to do it, which is why most people obviously do that. But it's honestly not that hard living at the marina on a boat. We plan to also not be at the marina come summertime, but that's, yeah, currently we're at the dock and it's very simple for the most part. And yeah, we kind of work remotely. We do this. We make content for people to watch, and we are, I guess it's remote work. A pure black cat named Happy. I like the name. And Toby, yes. How many cc's is cc? I'm not sure. Probably a good... depends on the day. Some days she's 100 cc. Some days she's like, you know, a solid 5. The cat has never fallen off the boat. Right now, like I said, we're in the marina. So if she falls off the boat, we just grab her out of the boat, out of the water. Normally, we don't have the door open like it is right now. She just stays inside the boat. And if we're sailing, we usually keep her inside as well. And that's a pretty good 100 gallons of potable water is pretty good. Can I 3D print one? One what? Sorry, what am I talking about again? Sorry, I missed what I just said. Biker Love, how's it going? St. Augustine, Florida. That's the place. So I actually have a great-great-great-grandpa who was a Cyril, Captain Cyril, who was a pirate who sacked St. Augustine way back in the day. And I am a relative, somewhat related, distantly. But anyway, we have really good neighbors.
Yes, sir.
All really awesome. Who is Gerald or Gerald? Herschel? I'm not sure who that is. The cat is very chill. She just likes to hang out on the boat. She likes to go outside on the deck. She runs around. She's never fallen in the water. She can swim, though.
Yeah, she doesn't like kitties, though.
And yeah, we have boat insurance. So basically like a car or a house. You just have house insurance or car insurance. We have boat insurance. You can also tack on stuff. So you have your like basic boat insurance for whatever your boat's worth. And then you can have like included in your boat insurance, you want to insure like your stuff inside. So if you have like $50,000 worth of stuff, you can insure $50,000 worth of stuff to your boat insurance as well. And yeah, Holly and I get along very well. We've often worked together. We actually worked at our previous job in a small pickup truck together pretty much daily. So all of our mail gets, right now we get, there's a few different websites you can do. It depends if you're Canadian or American or where you're from. But in Canada, it's a bit hard to have a address. You can technically get a UPS. Is it UPS? I think it's UPS. You can get a UPS address and you can use their physical location as your address to get stuff shipped to. We use my sister's address because she lives in Abbotsford, BC. So we can just get stuff shipped to her. We don't get a lot anyway. It's mostly just like government stuff. So we get that kind of shipped there. Doesn't hurt anything. And that's how we get our government location, whatever you want to call that. And then if we really need stuff delivered like Amazon, we can get it delivered to the current marina. Once we're not at the marina, we won't be able to do that, of course. But Alberta Bandits, yeah, we do content creation. We make videos for people to watch. That's how we are currently trying to make money. We're not like very successful at it yet. We're still a very new channel, but we are growing, which is good. If you guys haven't already, like, follow, comment, do all that kind of stuff. We do appreciate you. We do not have a dog. We got a kitty cat. And Broken Promises, we do have the outside camera on today. How are you doing, by the way? We do fish. We haven't fished yet with the boat, so. Never been nervous about floating. It's honestly been very peaceful floating on the water. You have a Jimmy Buffett voice. I don't even know who Jimmy Buffett is. Who's Jimmy Buffett? Hi, kitty. Sorry? Where do you usually sail and why do you go there? So right now we haven't sailed a lot. A singer. Okay, I'll have to look him up. We bought the boat about 4 months ago. 4.5 probably at this point. We bought it October 24th. So whatever the day is, I'm not even sure. I guess almost 5 months now. Are you playing, Holly? Kitty? And we haven't done a lot of sailing because it's winter here. The sailing season doesn't start till May. As the spring and summer approaches, as May gets closer, we'll be able to take the boat out more. We do want to do a live stream outside while sailing as well. Our boat is 35.5 feet long. cheese, but in Paris. Use burger. Sorry, what? What are we talking about? Good day, guys. Kitty is helping clean the window. She is. She's pretty cute back there. Are you gonna get it, Kitty? She's trying to eat my snacks. Hold on 1 second. Your cat's on the counter. Yes, we allow the kitty to be on the counter, actually. So when we lived in a house, she was not allowed on the counters. But now that we're on a boat and we have way less space, we allow her to be on the counters because she doesn't get a lot of... She doesn't have as much space to run around on. And welcome back. Glass Adventure. Cabin Glass Adventure. I used to work on private yachts. That'd be kind of cool too. What was your experience living or working on private yachts? Kitty, what are you doing in there? Can I have it? Kitty, drop it. Hey, let it go. Hey, can I have it? What are you doing? You little weirdo? That's not for you. Sorry guys, the kitty is trying to get attention right now. What are you doing? What are rich people like? Oh, I see. Yes, tell her to swab the deck. She is currently just like cleaning the outside of the boat a little bit. I know, she's stealing all the treats. What are you doing, kitty? Don't go back there. I might have to grab her again. Kitty. She was trying to steal your snacks, Holly. I actually pulled her out of the snack drawer and she had a snack in her mouth. She had the whole bag.
Kitty.
Don't go in there. Sorry. I think one of the first times catching y'all in an earlier live, to be honest. Oh, yeah. That's cool. Yeah, Broken Promises. We usually see you in the evening live stream, but I appreciate you. It is Friday. We were kind of... This week we took a lot more time off than we normally do. Normally we are live every single day, twice a day, usually at 3 and then 9:30. This week we only went live pretty much like once a day, and we actually skipped the whole day, one of the days of the week. But we just needed a break. We've been going pretty much non-stop for the last 4.5, 5 months. So we actually finally took a break, which has been nice. Your Starlink and mine, I'm lagging and glitching. I'm on the road today from Edmonton to PA. Oh, wow. All right. That's crazy. Yeah, I'm not sure. Our internet's been kind of like in and out, off and on here too. So the internet may be off and on. I guess like you said, yours and ours are working together to be as laggy as possible. How much work is a boat like ours? I mean, it's constant work. It's kind of like owning a house though. There's always going to be maintenance or little things to do. We bought a 36-year-old boat. There was a lot of things on it that needed to be like upgraded and worked on. Our sanitation tubing, the sanitation tubing or the tubing from the toilet to the Blackwater tank needed to be replaced, which is $133 and quite a bit of work. But honestly, it's not that bad. As long as you maintain it, like you're constantly working on it and you do little things here and there, it's not that bad. We've only ever been to Canada on our boat so far. We do plan to do some sailing down to Mexico and like through the US and a bunch of stuff like that. Tacking through the wind was fun. Heeling over 35 degrees. That would be crazy. We haven't done anything like that yet. Sailboats are like motorcycles. Thrill is in the lean. That is true. I'm excited to do some proper sailing here eventually. Let me drive the boat. Welcome aboard. Come drive the boat. It actually handles like a dream. It's really nice. Glasses are wrong. I mean, I can show you guys. You want to see a green screen? I don't know why you think this is a green screen. If it's a green screen, how can I walk through it? Huh? How am I walking through the green screen?
Magic.
Right outside? Or the fact that there's a camera down below that shows the outside of the boat. If you want to see the outside of the boat, boom! There's the outside of the boat.
If it was a green screen, we would make our back sore. Right, kitty?
Where are you from? Philip, we're on Vancouver Island, British Columbia, Canada. Holly and I came from Calgary, Alberta. The last 15 years, that's where we lived and worked. And then Holly was originally from Ontario, and I was from Saskatchewan originally. So we've kind of lived a little bit all over the place. Currently on Vancouver Island, though. Diesel? I don't even know what you're talking about. We're at a dock right now. We do pay rent for the marina we're at. The slip, the place that we're parked in, we pay about $5.75 a month for it. In the summertime when we're not here, it'll be a lot cheaper, of course.
Wow.
I know, everyone assumes everything's AI now, but I understand why, because half the things you watch, you're like, oh, that's a really cool video, I've never seen that before, and then you find out it's AI, and you're just mad that you've been duped.
Ugh, kitty.
And yeah, $30K for a nice boat is, I mean, where do you live in the world? First of all, we're in Canada, so we paid $36,000 for our boat. $40K for all other things. Planning to buy, and where is BV? I'm not even sure.
Ooh.
Why you pay for sale? What do you mean we pay for sale? We pay for sale. We pay for the marina. We paid $36,000 Canadian for our boat, which is around $27,000 US dollars. We pay $575 for the marina currently, and $100 to $150 for electricity, $180 for Starlink. It really depends.
Yo.
Wow, take it back again.
Whoa, kitty! Don't worry, guys. I caught the kitty. She decided to try to throw this on the floor. Thanks, kitty.
She was surfing.
She did go surfing, then she just grabbed me and went. I know, right now it's not too bad. If you really look into it, for the most part, you can tell when things are AI, but it will just keep getting better and better. Caribbean would be, oh, the Caribbean, I see. That'd be cool. I mean, so I don't know what the prices of boats are there. Obviously, they're different everywhere in the world, but ours was 36,000 Canadian. I don't know if you guys use US dollars or you have your own monetary system. Depends which country you're in, of course. But yeah, 27,000 US is what we paid basically for our boat. So 30K for a good boat would be all right, and 40K for everything else like upgrades and stuff like that is probably fine. I don't know what everything costs in your country, but I'm sure that's a decent starting point.
Holy.
We could just go to the open sea and not pay, but it's wintertime here, which means it's storm sailing season, and we may get into a storm and end up sinking. We don't want that to happen. Our boat is called Delfina. Sorry, I did see that question before, and I completely forgot that you asked that. But yeah, our boat is called Delfina.
Plus, we still have to come back to shore power for water.
Set sail for fail would be my boat's name. Sorry, what did you say? For the water.
Yeah.
Yeah, we still need to come back to the marina occasionally to get water because we don't have like a water maker or anything.
Can't be birds yet.
We've only done a couple days and overnighters. We haven't sailed too far yet. Like I keep saying, we are new to this. We've only done it for like 4.5 months at this point. Yeah, we have shore power right now, and we're docked at a marina. So we have shore power and the water we can plug into. Holly's just up front right now. She's just in front of me. I could reach out and poke her.
Have to beat you up.
Yeah, going through the Panama Canal is very expensive too. It's like $3,000 US at the moment, plus food for everybody that's like the crew. Woo, that's expensive, Zen. I know, but when we actually get sailing, it'll be really fun. We have taken the boat out still, so we have kind of already launched the boat and done some stuff, but sailing lady, appreciate you. What country is that? It only shows me the flag. I don't know exactly what flag that is. I'm sure we'll have lots of questions. We've had quite a few people that have helped us out and given us advice on things. But we appreciate it, of course. We haven't done anything super crazy in the water yet. Our boat is 35.5 feet long.
Woo.
We make content now. So Holly and I saved up a long time. We sold everything to do this, and now we're making videos to continue it, hopefully. Good quality goes for over 80. Around here, 80K would not get anywhere close to buying a house.
Oh no, that wouldn't even get you the front door.
So yeah, in Canada, our housing prices are kind of ridiculous. The cheapest condo around here is $300,000, which I don't know what that would be in euro. It's probably like 180 or something, 190. There is a monster behind me. I know. Where'd she go? Hi, kitty.
Oh wow, she's the parrot cat. What? That's a good kitty.
Currently, we're just docked. We don't moor. We haven't moored yet. We've anchored and we've docked. There are mooring balls around us, but generally they cost money too. It's just a little bit more convenient to be docked. And I appreciate all the likes, the follows, the subscribes. Appreciate everybody. Thank you. We have crabfish. We did buy, we finally got some new fishing line, but we just haven't re-reeled our fishing rod yet.
And we are still acquiring signal.
And we do plan to go to Mexico. That's one of our big destinations, icebergs. That's where we'd really like to go.
Oh, I thought this was a whisker. I was really excited. Wait, is this a whisker?
Yeah. Unfortunately, that's the way the world is now. It's super expensive to buy a house. 186 years ago today is, yeah, woo, exactly. I mean, hey, you could sell that now. I mean, not that you want to have a house, of course, but you could sell it now and make a pretty good amount of money.
What time is it, kitty? Let me have a look.
Right now we just chill. We do plan to sail. We don't want to sail to ports generally. So in the summertime we want to sail around. We will have to come back to port to get like supplies and stuff, but we want to actually sail around and go adventure. Our freshwater tank, I'm not sure what it is in gallons. It is 270 liters. We do eat fish, but right now we haven't done a lot of fishing. Yeah, I know. That's the other problem. If you sell now, you won't be able... But you could sell it and buy a boat. Ding! Said it was wonderful. We do have crabs around here. We've done some crab trapping. I don't know if I could eat an octopus. Octopuses are super smart. Favorite movie? We would love to sail in the Mediterranean one day. It's really far from us. We're on the west coast of Canada, so we'd have to go... It would be quite the journey. We would one day like to end up there, though. Black water gets pumped out into a pump-out station. You can also dump it overboard, depending where you are, as long as you follow certain rules. There is a motor. It's a Yanmar 3GM30F diesel engine. We also have an outboard motor for a tender. We do not have a tender yet, though. Waterworld is a great movie. I'm not sure what my favorite movie is right now. I've been looking for another good movie. I feel like all my favorite movies I've watched too many times now, so I don't really have a favorite one anymore. I've overwatched them because I haven't found a really good one recently. We are on the Pacific Ocean right now. 71 gallons. That's how big our water is. Motion. I mean, the water is always in motion. Retro, I'm not sure what the minimum size of boat to live in comfortably would be. It really depends on the person. Our boat is 35.5 feet long. Inside, it's probably closer to 30 feet from like living space to living space, kind of. It's Holly, myself, and our kitty cat. Anything smaller than this, it would be hard. If I was like a single person, I could probably live in something a little bit smaller. I did talk to Sailing Songbird, who is a guy on TikTok as well, and I actually was able to get to his DMs and actually ask him about, or no, it was during one of his lives, and he said, in his opinion, buy the smallest boat you can stand to live on. So I guess that means try to figure out what would work for you. The smaller the boat, the cheaper it is for marinas, for maintenance, and a bunch of other stuff, hauling it in and out of the water. And again, if it's just you, you can get a smaller one. If it's you and like a significant other, you need a little bit bigger probably. If it's you and a family and a dog and a cat, it's going to cost a little bit more. A dag. Have you ever thought? I've never tried that, James. I don't think I could do that. I don't think I'm good enough at doing any of that to actually make money. I'm a water dog. Like, literally do... Oh, that's cool. Sails and fishing. I'm on it. I'm in. Which port should I come to? My human said they would send the jet to you. Oh, wow. Come on over, Vancouver Island. Why is this on right now? Let's turn that right off. I've never had a panic attack in the middle of the ocean. I have had some... So, the starter for our motor has been acting up a little bit. I don't know if it's the starter itself, the button, the wiring. It seems to be intermittent. I know I can just jump it directly from the starter and it seems to work perfectly fine, which kind of indicates to me that it could be the wiring or the button. I did jump, like, bypass the starter button and it worked fine, but then I started it with the button and it worked fine also as well. So it seems to be really weird and random when it like gets sticky or something. So I honestly should just buy a second starter just in case. But anyway, one time we were anchored out in the middle of nowhere. The next day we tried to start the motor and it wouldn't start right away. And it was terrifying. That was the closest I got to a panic attack. We were still in an area where we could easily call and somebody would be able to come tow us. But that was probably the closest we got to like a panic attack situation. The kitty is super pretty. Where'd she go? Let me find her. She's just down here. Kitty, the people say hi. Here she is. She is a very beautiful kitty.
She's asking for dinner already. She's
Yeah.
a little early though.
She is a little early for dinner. It's not time yet, kitty. You gotta wait. It's only 4:30.
Dennis is on it, you know. Starter solenoid. That's what you said.
Yeah, it could be the starter solenoid. It could be so many things. That's the problem. I have messed around with a lot of different things on it. And every time I think I figured it out, I'm not 100% sure because it starts working perfectly fine. So it's really intermittent. It could be the solenoid. It could also be the wiring. I did like pull out a connection and reconnect it, and it seemed to work after that. But I don't know. Every time I think I know what it is, it seems to work after. So I think I might just buy a secondary starter, like a secondary and a backup starter. We'll buy a second starter, and if it ever actually dies, we'll just swap it out. It's really easy to just swap out our starter. I don't know. Cece doesn't like a lot of other cats. She's okay with some dogs, so it would really depend. The cat is pretty good in the ocean, yeah. She seems to have her sea legs. We haven't been out on like the big open rolling ocean yet, though.
Oh, it's Broken Promises.
Yeah, he's been here for a little while. He's driving right now, or he said he's on the move today between Edmonton and PA.
Oh, wow. Tell him we learned all about the new big 53-foot yacht.
We did?
Or, sorry, the 53-meter yacht.
Oh, right, from the show.
Captain Glenn.
Broken Promises is hard to say. We have had to sail up, but it's this time of year we either have like no wind or all of the wind. So we have had to sail up with like no wind, and we were kind of still motoring around. We haven't been like properly sailing yet. That is still to come. It's a bad time of year. It's either too much wind or no wind.
The boat started.
Christopher, I know it's the starter. That's the thing. The motor runs fine, so something goes wrong and the starter doesn't fix it. It is the starter. That's the only thing that starts the boat.
The boat
It's
fires right up.
Yeah, the boat runs fine once it's started. So it is. I'm an automotive tech. I was an automotive mechanic. I know quite a bit about mechanical stuff. So it's either the starter solenoid, the wiring going to the starter, the battery, or that's pretty much it, unless I missed something. Oh, there's a starter switch as well on the button. And I have messed around with a lot of the different stuff. I thought I knew what it was. It's an intermittent problem, so it's hard to track down because it works sometimes and sometimes it doesn't. It also could just be the starter is sticky. And replacing the starter may not fix it, but it's not hard to jump the starter directly, which fixes it every time pretty much. But that gives you the most amount of power because it doesn't have to go from like the batteries to the switch and through all the different things and down there. So if you just jump it directly, you have like the least amount of resistance through wires because you like bypass half the wires. But anyway, she's not actually that big. She always looks super big and everyone assumes she's huge, but she's a pretty normal size female cat. And Kyle, that's the one downside. It's really hard to buff out connections because half of them are like buried inside the boat. We have done as much as we can looking at connections, and all of them have looked really good, which is why I thought it was the switch. The switch is pretty old looking, and I bypassed the switch and it worked. It started immediately, first time. So I was like, oh, definitely switch then. And then I decided, oh, maybe I should just double check it. So I hooked the switch back up and pushed the starter button, and it worked fine. I mean, the switch could be intermittent. Sometimes works, sometimes doesn't. But it could be so many other things too.
Hello, kitty.
Everything else looks pretty good though.
It's not quite time yet.
But worst case scenario, I can easily jump the starter itself with a screwdriver and it starts every time. So. And yeah, I have looked through the different connections, and as far as I know, it seems okay. But there are some wires I know that go through weird spots, and I have to pull it all out, and that's kind of the tricky part. And yes, intermittent is electrical, but that starter system is all electrical. That's the thing. The entire engine, so the entire engine is a very mechanically driven diesel engine. The only thing on it's electric is literally the starter. So yes, I know it's a starting or like electrical problem. I know it could be, like I said, it could be the starter, because it could just be sticking. The power could be getting there, but it's not actually able to like throw out the gear to like engage with the whatever you call that thing, the pressure plate, the flywheel. That's what I'm trying to say. It could also be the solenoid for the starter, which is the electrical part of the starter. It could also be the wiring going to the different parts from the battery to the, I don't know, it could be so many things, and I've checked pretty much everything. But again, it's really hard to track down when half the time it works and half the time it doesn't. So if it works every time, I can't really test things. But yeah, it does sound awesome when the water hits the boats when you're ready to sleep. It's honestly really nice. Sorry, what do we have to have? I feel like I missed something.
Wait, is that Dennis?
No, that was...
Oh.
Somebody said something. Where is it? Oh, Chill House says to... Oh, wait. Native Sunny, where are you? Oh, on there. Hold on one second. I missed a comment. I apologize, guys. We're not always able to get all the comments. Do you need a passport to sail the ocean? Yeah. Technically speaking, I don't know if you would need a passport if you were just going into international waters. But if you plan to go into any other country in the entire world, you'll definitely need one to cross. I don't think there's a single country in the world that will allow a Canadian to go there without a passport at this point. If you're American, you're definitely going to need a passport. Most countries, you're going to need a passport, unless you live in a country that recognizes another country and they just allow you to cross over. But as a Canadian, we need a passport for sure. I'm assuming if you leave into international waters and you come back, technically the Canadian Coast Guard might ask where you went, and they might want to see a passport as well. So it's just recommended you have it on you if you're going to go and leave your country with a boat.
What's going on? Okay, that.
I don't think it's that. So whenever I try to start it and it doesn't work, you know the sound you hear when your battery is really low? It just does the clicking sound. Which again leads me to believe the battery's fine. The battery's 100%. It could just be the wiring and it's not getting enough power to the solenoid, or it could just be the solenoid that's not working. But it could honestly just be the starter clicking. One of the problems is the starter button is outside the boat and the engine is obviously inside where the starter is. So it's a little bit hard to like, but I can hear it clicking as if the battery is low. But then it fires up no problem. And sorry guys, if I miss questions, it does happen sometimes. I'm not trying to. There's a lot of people talking and I sometimes miss stuff. Most people keep the passports at home. I mean, that's true. Our home is the boat though, so we always have it with us anyway. You could probably have a lizard on a boat. It could be a bad starter, but the starter also works. That's why I said I want to get a second starter just in case. Because worst case scenario, we just replace the starter. It's easy enough to get to on this boat. That's when your clock starts, so avoid that as long as you can. Icebergs, isn't that a problem though? Don't you have to go to your nearest port of entry once you enter a country? They won't really let you like just enter and sail around their waters until you... Or the clock you're talking about is how long you're allowed to be in another country.
I don't know, Kitty.
Or are we talking about something else here? And sorry, Kyle, what are we talking about? I know you mentioned Brian. Where is he? Sorry, guys, jumping back and forth. Bad sir, yeah. Do you own a water? A water what? Water maker? We do not own a water maker, no. Right now we're plugged into the dock, so we are not currently running now. I always forget. There's a rule for international water where it starts, and then there's like the economic zone of a country. I think it's like 20, isn't it like 20 kilometers offshore is international waters?
25, I thought.
Yeah, it's like 25 kilometers, or maybe it's miles. I always forget. You're going to have to look it up. There's a certain, I think it's like 20 kilometers or 20 miles off the coast is international waters. But every country has like 100 or 200 kilometers off their coast for like economic, you know, like oil and whatever else. But I always forget the rule. You have to double check with that.
Double check. Let's bring this up here.
Holly and I do not own land, and we do not own water now.
Well, I mean...
Can you make a... Sorry?
We own our drinking water.
We do, I mean, kind of, I guess. It'll eventually go back to the wilderness. I don't think we could 3D print a water maker. I'm pretty sure we couldn't. Basically, we need a reverse osmosis system. That's what a water maker pretty much is. Yeah, it's a 3-cylinder. It's a Yanmar. If you want to look it up, it's a Yanmar 3GM30F diesel engine. 3-cylinder, small diesel. It's like 23 horsepower. I don't even know what the torque is on it. I've never looked that up. I don't even know what size of engine it is, honestly. It's a very nice... It actually has decompression valves on each cylinder, which is pretty cool.
All right.
I think they use it in some John Deere stuff, too, apparently.
Oh, shoot. I forgot to do that.
We are going to have a lot of fun. We're very excited to sail. And Kenneth, I'm glad I'm glad you're excited about that as well. Be nostalgic.
Oh, it's cold now.
User, I don't know why that would change any situation. Yeah, buying a boat is honestly pretty cheap. Obviously, there's maintenance. I don't want to make it sound like it's the easiest thing in the world and anyone can do it. I feel like anyone can do it, but there are things you're going to have to like give up or change in your life to be able to live on a boat. I think it's totally worth it, and I do think anybody can do it. You're just going to have to learn some things, and that's perfectly fine. Hull speed is relative, given enough wind power. I'm excited to actually just sail without the engine, honestly.
Brian,
What?
can I get your pulse?
Yes. What happens during a storm? We're at the dock right now, so we don't have to worry about that. They sure do. It actually just did it not long ago. Sorry, one second, guys. Holly just needs help sticking up the Bimini cover here. 1 second. There. Oh, sorry, kitty. Did I just bonk you? Oh, I'm sorry. I just bonked the kitty. What are we having for dinner tonight?
I don't know. We don't have anything, really.
We were supposed to go grocery shopping today, and we didn't. So what are we having for dinner today is a very good question.
Eggs.
We could do
Oh,
crepes.
crepes.
Do you want to do crepes?
Yeah, great.
I'm going to make crepes. That's what we're having for dinner today. How's the chances, Cece, for the snacks? Cece, are you going for the snacks again?
Kitty. Well, she says it's dinner time.
And yeah, missing piece. We actually, Holly and I owned, well, technically I owned before I even met Holly a cargo trailer, and I was actually building it out into an off-grid thing. And then I met Holly, and Holly and I decided to like put in a bunch of money together and try to build a cargo trailer. So we're actually doing that already. We also like to go crownland camping. She had a truck, and we bought a rooftop tent. So we'd often go do that kind of stuff as well.
Wow. Katie, you have to wait 20 minutes, and then we'll give you dinner.
And the boat thing, we just wanted to do something different, which is why we decided to buy a boat. There was not honestly any real reason. RVs, campers, vans are all very cool as well. We just decided to do something a little bit different.
Oh, Cassia.
I know. Cece, you could have got snacks while I was up there. Did you hear the people? You could have stolen any snack you wanted.
Oh, it's a call.
Can I get a meow meow?
No.
What she said. You want to come over?
Poor
No?
Cassia.
Where are you? We're on Vancouver Island, British Columbia, Canada. How are those rooftop tents? Been thinking about getting one for my F-250. Seems right fitting. Tight fitting. Ours was awesome.
Yeah,
They're
it was
very,
good.
I mean, you know, if you've looked up rooftop tents, they're extremely expensive. I think the upside to them, if you want to like camp with somebody who's a bit nervous about like camping in a tent on the ground, the roof tent gives you that like security feeling up being up off the ground. Also, it's really easy to set up. You like roll into the campsite, you open it up, and you're already like ready to camp. We bought like the doghouse rooftop tent, and it came with like the huge, what do you call that thing? The like front room that you could
The
zip on.
annex room.
The annex room. We never used that honestly,
Yeah.
but it depends
But
on.
it was cool.
It just took a lot to set up, so we just did like the most basic thing where we'd like roll into a crown land, we'd set up our tent and just go.
I think the other problem was that I don't know if it was the rack or the tent itself, but it whistled. That ruined the truck driving experience for me.
Yeah, so that was one thing we could never figure out. For some reason, the rooftop tent, like Holly said, would whistle all the time when we were driving at like 100 or 80 kilometers an hour.
I think it was the channel on the side of the hard box or whatever on that.
Weirdly enough, the whistle would go away if we got too many bugs on it.
Yeah.
If the bugs started smattering the front of the tent and stuff, the whistle would go away. We tried using tape to like tape up certain areas to see if we could ever track it down. We never found the whistle, but that was one thing that kind of like ruined it for us. But we enjoyed it. And yeah, Fortitero Forthetro. We're on the Pacific. That's where we're kind of sailing right now. We're very new to this, though. We're not like, we haven't done this a lot yet.
Yo.
I can't wait, Kenneth. Honestly, that's going to be the funnest thing to me is just having no engine running and we're just like blasting as fast. I mean, we can't go fast, but 8 knots is fast enough, honestly. It'll be a lot of fun.
Is this Kyle that's looking into the roof tent?
Yes, I think it was Kyle that said that.
Would you put it over the box or on the cab?
Yeah, so Holly had hers, our tent on the roof of her truck.
Yeah,
she bought we had to drill right through the roof of her truck, which she was terrified of, but we did it anyway.
I wasn't terrified.
I did it anyway.
It just changes things,
It does. But if you do it over the box, it could be different too.
But we had to because the bikes wouldn't fit if we didn't do that. And the rack would be ridiculous tall, like ridiculously.
And the boating community at the Marina is awesome so far. The ones we've seen anyway. It's still very early on in the spring where we haven't had everybody out here yet. But yeah, for the ones we've seen, it's been awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Look like a Swede? I mean, kind of, I suppose, yeah. I think I have some ancestry in that area.
Kitty? It's cold out now. That wind's super freezing.
Grilled cheese.
Oh,
We
yeah.
We don't have the grilled cheese right now. Holly did make some focaccia bread. I don't know if there's any Italians in here, but is it called focaccia? I don't know how to pronounce it. I'm always really bad at that. Focaccia? Oh.
I don't know. It's something Italian. It's for the balsamic vinegar too. Ooh, yummies.
Everybody, don't worry. You're all very nice in the chat. Don't get super worked up. You guys, I think, are all on the same side. People are getting upset for no reason here.
Uh-oh. Oh, the missing piece is here.
The missing piece is here.
With a new picture. I can't
We're all friends. We don't have to get upset.
Oh, I like that. That's cool.
Oh, did I miss that? Who was saying that? Was thinking roof, but if you do drilling through the roof, I might go with a. So yeah, the one problem with like rooftop tents is our tent I think was 170 pounds, and what they said, you couldn't get one of the ones, you know, the roof racks that you just like that mount onto your roof without drilling wouldn't hold enough weight.
Yes.
So that's why we had to drill into the roof. So if you want to preserve your truck and then it would probably be better to get a box one. We always took our dirt bikes too, so the box ones just didn't work for us unless we got like a really tall one.
Unfortunately for me too, my truck year was very, like it was just like a 4-year thing and then gone, so it was hard to find products for it, like aftermarket ones. So that made it different too. You can get a lot of good ones for the other size trucks.
Hello, new here. How are you doing? Exotic Pineapple, welcome. I don't think we have any New Zealanders or Aussies in the Marina. Not that I've seen yet. We have a bunch of people from actually all over. I don't think I've met a local here really yet. Like they're local now, but they didn't come from here originally.
Kitty did? Did Kitty check your drink the moment you get off? Oh, totally.
She might have, yeah. Sorry, missing piece. What did you say? I wonder if you could get water and electric run to it. A small piece of land to put traveler trailer on, and I wonder if you could get water and electric run to it. Do you have any insight? You could totally do that, the missing piece.
I think
the problem with
my dad does, isn't he?
Yeah, I think so. So actually, that's what Holly's dad does. I don't know if you heard her, but her dad bought some land. The problem with land around in Canada is unless you were buying land like 50 years ago, it's way too expensive. You can go really far up north and buy land, but then it costs way more money to get stuff like run to you. So I think Holly's dad, he has solar panels, and then he has like a pond. So that's how he does it. Getting the electricity and water run to a lot of stuff costs a lot around here. And buying land is also very expensive. It really depends.
And they got a big, beautiful dog. Keep away the kitties.
And no, this is not a green screen. I will walk outside if you want. Fair enough, though. I wanted roof one so I can haul. Yeah, exactly. I agree. That was a big problem, too, because obviously our handlebars, it would have been really hard to like get the bikes into the box of Holly's truck with the roof tent over top of it, which is why we went with the roof one.
You know, it looks good. If you can deal with the whistle, it's fine. Just turn your music up. It's all good.
Yeah, it really depends.
But then you have to drill. Generally.
Yeah, I just drilled through Holly's roof truck.
It was fun.
I told Holly to turn the other way, and I got the drill out, and just...
And it sounded like nails on a chalkboard or something bad. a bolt through the engine.
Yeah, prices are expensive. Depends where you are. Like I said, up north in Canada it can get a little bit cheaper. And yeah, Dennis actually in the chat, if you guys can see him. I guess you guys are... Oh yeah, you're on the same thing. You're both on TikTok here. Dennis also does something similar. He's in Northern Ontario. The weather is starting to get nice. It's really windy right now, but it's actually pretty decent. The weather is starting to become spring. We do not have a desalinator. It's something we would really like to get it one day, but we don't have it yet.
Well, you just need lots of that stuff that seals it then. So just drill it and then seal it and then drill again.
Yeah. It is not a pure sailboat. We have an engine too, so we're like a motor sailor. We have a Yanmar 3GM30F diesel engine.
Yeah, but we're putting the sails up right from the marina. We're not starting that bad boy.
And yeah, we're just raising the sails and going for it. And yeah, sailboats are off. Yeah, our boat was $36,000. So honestly, kind of what houses used to cost back in the day. I don't know about the 90s. Depends where you were, but is the drilling? I can never drill right the first try. I mean, that's fair. I was nervous drilling through Holly's truck because again, we weren't that new together, but it was still one of those things. Holly loved her truck, and I was really scared to like make a mistake drilling through her roof.
Rich homeless? Is that talking about us? I don't think we're homeless. We're living in our home right now. You silly?
I don't get it. You don't have to get it, I guess. Not everybody wants to do this. That's perfectly fine. We just bought a boat. It's cheaper than a house. And we want to do different things. We didn't buy it for the price of living. We bought it for the excitement and going to do something different in life.
It's not cheating. No, it's called a motor sailor. That's just modern, I think, right?
Yeah.
Isn't it?
What? Modern? Yeah.
And we totally need our engine.
It's hard to find a boat that does not have a motor these days. Pretty much every boat nowadays does, unless you find a really, really old one. And you're in Regina, Kyle. I didn't realize that. My dad actually... How do we avoid eviction? We live in a place where we don't get evicted. We live in a place that we're allowed to do what we're doing. Plus, we can just sail away if we really needed to.
Aurora?
Yes, 70s definitely.
Aurora, so the one boat that I think we missed out on, they had an electric engine in that one, which I thought would be cool.
I mean, I don't know if an engine's cheating.
No, I don't think so. You need it. You
so,
totally need it. Sometimes there's no wind and...
Yeah, so it's for safety, and also nowadays, most marinas are so tight that it's going to be really hard. I'm sure there's a really good sailor out there that could sail into a marina, but a lot of the marinas are actually like, you have to go in like through a winding maze to get to your parking spot, and then you have like meters to park. So I don't know if you could do that. Even like a really good sailor would probably have problems with that.
Plus, we might want to go through the Panama one day, and...
You need an engine to go through Panama Canal.
Aw, free.
Free, appreciate you. And of course, we could get some oars on the boat. We haven't sailed too many places yet, Dave. We're very new to this. We've only bought the boat 4.5 months ago now, and it's been winter the whole time. It's almost spring and sailing season now.
Canada. Canada's our flag.
Did I ask you if you're anti... I don't think we're anti-capitalist. I don't know what we are in life.
Oh, yes. Yes, we are. Bacon, fat fish. Totally. We're signing on right now.
Yeah, we are. Yep, we're working on it. I just need to make some crepes.
Yo,
That's right.
Don't you have an engine for... Yeah, that's what we do. Sorry, somebody was asking us if an engine was cheating. We do. So I was just trying to say... most sailboats nowadays have an engine. It's really hard to find one that doesn't unless you buy like a small laser or a really, really old boat. So it's kind of cheating, I guess. You technically don't have to run it, but it is there in case of backup. It's also there. You can use it to charge up your electrics.
For emergency, somebody
also
said,
to get in and out of marinas is really difficult nowadays. So it really depends. I mean, I guess if you're a pure sailing person, maybe it's cheating. But good luck finding a boat that doesn't have one anymore.
Yeah, totally.
What is up this day, boot man?
Do you ever get bored? Of course we do. We're humans.
we watch TV. I don't know if he's still in here.
We totally watched...
Broken Promises, are you here still?
Our brains are fried because we just watched a whole season...
Of mindless sailing.
Reality sailing TV.
That's what we did yesterday.
Hey, it's a 53-meter yacht. It's beautiful. It's like $15 million or 50. We don't know yet, but I think it's 15.
There is a McDonald's not too far, but we haven't eaten at a McDonald's in months. Yeah, we do, and we do have it. You're in a spaceship, kind of. It's a boat ship.
Aww. 20. Yeah, that would be, okay, I guess we're parking here tonight. Yeah, we totally watched Below Deck Retro.
That's what we tried to watch. Yeah, we somebody helped us out and got a what do you call it, a streaming platform that we could use.
It's good.
We've been watching that a little bit.
It's just like a background noise or whatever. We don't fully believe in the full.
And yeah, boundless, exactly. If you need to get back somewhere, it's obviously nice to have your engine. If you have nowhere to be, I guess you can survive with no wind for a day or two. But then there's some days you'll just have no wind for a long time. And if you're stuck out because you don't have an engine, that's kind of scary.
How are we going to race the other sailboats when they drive beside us?
Yeah, we got to fire up our diesel and show them who's boss.
Oh, wow.
Definitely need the engine occasionally. Holly and I have not done any diving. We don't have any diving tickets or anything like that. We do have snorkels, though.
Yeah, we'd like to get some of the flippers.
Nope.
Woo!
Are you going to take over for a little bit? Will I do some... I'm gonna make some crepes while we're on the live right now.
I'm not doing that. Nothing. I'll just sit here. Can we, like, maybe just say bye?
I mean, we can.
Okay. I'm okay with it. Is it okay if we say bye, everyone?
I was gonna...
Ooh, a cup of tea. Definitely a cup of tea.
I could just make this bigger and I could just keep answering while also cooking.
For a little bit longer.
They're crepes. That's what I said. Crepes. Or do you say it differently? Crepes?
Bacon Batfish is still here. I just want you to know.
Hello, Bacon Bat. Sorry, is somebody trying to say that crepes are said differently? Am I saying it wrong?
They're crepes.
I'm not French, okay? I don't know how to say French things.
They're not just good.
I try my best. I'm English, I try my best.
How much money does it require to do this? Well, for us, we spent $36,000 on the boat. Oh, is that old? No. 27K American.
Oh, they're crepes. I get it. They're not just good. They're crepes.
So it depends on what you want, though. Definitely.
Yeah, if you want to have like a boat that you'll never have to worry about, and you can have unlimited resources on, and all that kind of stuff, that can be quite expensive.
Trina did a grilled cheese and pasta salad for dinner. That sounds super yummy. We made that focaccia bread. We made Italian bread for the balsamic, and it was pretty good.
We made the bread that we can't pronounce because we're not Italian.
Kitty is super cute. Cece, you're cute.
You are the cutest. If I could only remember the recipe, where did my phone go?
Yeah, exactly. If you steal a boat, it's cheap.
It can also be very expensive, costing you your life, so be careful with that.
So 50K. So no, 36. Pretty cool. We get to move our boat around anywhere, and it's home. What did Brian want? Brian, what do you want?
What do I want with what?
I'm not sure. Did you rang? You rang?
Sorry, who said what?
Broken Promises.
Oh, what did Brian want? What did I want? I don't even remember Broken Promises. I was saying something about... Oh, that we were watching Below the Deck because you helped us out, that's why.
Aw. Do we look sick? No, Matt and K9, do we look sick?
We look sick because we're extremely pale?
We
Is it
are
because we've been
pale.
stuck in the non-sun area for too long? We're not sick. We're actually very healthy. We're Canadian and we don't get a lot of sun in the wintertime.
I'm sorry, but you guys don't look like you have jobs.
I mean, how do you look like you have a job? I've seen some pretty homeless-looking people that have also had lots of jobs. So
sometimes even at my other job, I would pretend I was busy because that's what they required. So, I mean,
I find it odd.
to
I guess
each their
if
own.
you're on a live, you just look like you don't have
something
jobs.
looks
Appreciate
different.
it.
Uh-oh.
I'm wearing all white, which doesn't normally happen.
You guys can name your boat the Crepe Escape.
That would actually be an awesome boat name.
Dang, got that skin complexion. Brian?
In the summer, I do tan up quite a bit more than this, but, you know, in the wintertime, I'm just going to look really pale.
Yep, that's just what happens.
Last summer, I got really tan, actually.
It's very sunny here. Yeah, today was awesome. Actually, it was really warm. Now it's really cold wind, though.
Yeah, we're getting closer and closer to actually having spring, but it's not quite here yet.
Comments, who paid $36K for your boat? We did. Together, we paid $36K for our boat. We are not very young, but we're not old either. I mean, we're old enough that we saved money, we sold stuff, you know, that's how we got our $36K 37-year-old boat.
Yeah, $36K for like a RV or whatever is actually honestly pretty cheap.
Did we actually work and pay for the boat? Yes, absolutely. Like, we're hard workers.
How else have you gotten the boat?
I mean, I can't convince you. You're just gonna have to trust us.
Yeah. I don't know how else we would have gotten the boat if we didn't work for it.
I must be losing. I know, right? It's because I'm in Brian's spot. It's gotta be. Is it hard to sleep in bad weather? I mean, we haven't really had too much bad weather. Like, where we are exactly is very protected, I would say. So, it's been a smooth ride. Nah, that's for pineapple.
What?
I'm not sure.
Oh.
That was 2-2.
Oh. Tutu's usually doing all the good stuff.
Yeah.
Oh, for pineapple. Pineapple was saying, there's a person in the thing called Pineapple
Oh, okay.
in the chat.
Oh,
How you doing,
wow.
Kitty?
Cece was in the pirate club, but got kicked me out. We do have a boat cat. Her name's Cece. She's roughly about 8 years old. She's pretty cool. She's the best.
Nomad and Canine. Hello.
Aww.
Thank you for the roses.
I asked how you paid for it. With cash. With Canadian dollars.
We saved up some money. We sold our truck, our car, our trailer that we used to have. We put it all in a big pot. We walked over to a guy that owned a boat and we dropped it in his lap and said, "Here you go.
Aww.
Let's buy a boat." And he
That's
said,
awesome.
"Okay."
I don't think millionaires look like anything. If they are actually millionaires, they look like normal people.
Yeah, you gotta look for the billionaires, and even them can look kind of normal all the time. Have you ever seen Elon Musk? Does that guy look like a millionaire or billionaire?
Nomad and K9, thank you for the rose. Thank you very much. How much is your boat slip? 575 Canadian dollars per month plus electricity. We haven't left the dock much. We have. It's been winter time here, so the good weather is coming. Today was actually really nice. The sun warmed my skin today, and I was happy.
We don't have milk.
Not enough?
I don't...
Oh, we have powdered milk. I don't know if that's going to be the same. Do you want it?
Let me hold on. Let me see what we got
No
here.
problem, Broken. Of course.
This might not be the best.
This is definitely very exciting for us. You can just throw that out in the garbage.
In the bucket?
Yeah.
Hey, don't go over there.
Oh, wow. Yeah, totally. About Elon. Definitely agree with that.
Yeah, he's a billionaire and he does not look like one.
Yeah.
Anyone that says a billionaire or millionaire has to look a certain way has never never looked at people that are really billionaires and millionaires.
James, thank you so much. It's very nice. So it's a lot of teak. So some of the newer boats are like, I don't know what you call it, but it's not like good teak, you know, wood or whatever. So that's super nice about the older boats too.
Where would I find the powder milk?
Right here. Somewhere.
Yeah, that's cool. Yeah, I know, lots. I always find it weird when people say things like that. What do you have to do for this? Is there a recipe or just add water?
I think just add a little bit with some water and stir it up.
What do you think you're doing over here?
I know. So Kitty hasn't been allowed on the counters ever before. Unfortunately, this is such a small space that we allow her to be on the table. Although when we're cooking, we try to like pick her up off the counter and, you know, she usually has a spot here, but it's taken with my stuff. Thank you.
Are you eating this right now or?
No, I'm done with it.
Okay.
I have done dreads. I really liked them. I bought them off Amazon and I got rid of them because I don't know what happened with them, but I would love to get them again. They are very expensive, but I think I would enjoy my hair much better if I had dreads. Aww, I would love to do that so much. They're so expensive. When I looked into it, they're like $500 or plus bucks. And then, yeah. Aw, awesome. Good job, Kyle. Have a good day, and hopefully it goes well.
Yeah, see,
No,
Kyle?
no. We are definitely not the only people living on the boat in the marina. There's quite a few actually.
There's actually a boat over here that is probably a couple $1 million that somebody lives on that one.
Yeah, it's crazy. When you look at it straight on, it looks like this tiny little thing, and then you see the side view, and it just like goes on forever.
Yeah, there's some very expensive boats and there's some very cheap boats in the marina.
Oh no, he totally isn't herbal essence. It's fructus probably.
Or what?
Herbal essence bottle. That's what I kept saying when I met Brian. I said I can't wait for the shampoo commercial, and we haven't seen it yet, but it would definitely be fructus.
I don't have any of that. I need that fructus money first. You want the fructus
Aw.
commercial? You gotta give me the fructus money.
I think the actual rules, they allow 8 days a year to stay at most marinas. Definitely differs on the marina here, around here and stuff.
Yeah, I think in BC you're allowed to be at the marina for at least 8 days at pretty much every single one of them. And then there's liveaboards and there's rules for that too, but this is done as well.
You know he was, don't skip it. I tried to skip it.
You were skipping?
Nobody liked herbal essences. That shampoo was bad for your hair.
Kitty, stay up there.
But the commercials are always on the TV.
You can't hop down. Not right now. Not while I'm cooking.
It's powdered milk. We didn't get groceries today, too. So yes,
I
it's
know.
technically milk in a bag.
Yeah, unfortunately, we have exactly this much milk left. And I needed a cup. You guys can kind of not see that. We needed a cup and a half, and we didn't have very much left. I'm saving this for the tea tomorrow.
Yeah.
So I am making powdered milk, which is not the best,
We'll
but
s-
it'll have to do.
We'll see how these fancy crepes turn out.
Yeah.
We haven't fished a lot. We can't wait to do that. I'm really excited to get a tender and just like start adventuring around that way too. But we haven't fished a lot. We have caught a crab though. It was the red rock one. Milk. Powdered milk is definitely much different than regular milk.
Not quite as tasty.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, and butter, that's the other thing I need. I forgot.
Oh wow, cool. So
Hey. No
Okay,
kitty.
let me see if I can read this right.
Kitty.
Pro tip: pipe insulation, the foam stuff along your PEX water lines, and it'll quiet down the water pump. Okay, we need to do that because it's super loud.
What water pump are we talking about?
The water one for the sink.
Oh yeah. Why? There's a lot of things on the boat we'd like to do like that. Broken promises, thank you. Yeah. I'd also like to like re-insulate our engine room a little bit to quiet it down a bit more because it is kind of loud.
We have everything on the boat. Yes. Every time I go through my clothes, I always say it's the purge, but I never purge anything. Everything is on the boat. Definitely. What motor does the boat have? It's a 3-cylinder diesel. It's a 3GM 30F. What's the model? Hunter Legend 35.5. It's an 89, sorry. What's for dinner? Crepes. With powdered milk because we do not have any regular milk.
We
That's
ran
for
out
the
of
tea.
milk.
Have you sailed yet? We haven't done much. Soon we will be able to, James. Thank you.
We have taken the boat out, just not very often.
Is that a northern accent? I've always said milk. I don't know why.
It's milk. It's milk.
It's not. It's
There's
milk.
there's an I in there. There's no E.
Make roll things. Right. Make roll things.
Make a roll thing.
I can't remember what they're called.
What?
Oh, I can't, like, pastry things?
Pastry. Not even sure what.
It's a crepe, a roll. A crepe is a roll. I guess you roll it up and you put, like, you can put maple syrup on it. Eh?
This doesn't seem right. I don't know if I like this.
Library. How do you say library? Brian, say library.
Library?
Sailing is so nice. Yeah, we're so excited just to have the engine off and sails up. That'll be awesome. Because we, when we did the, what do you call that thing? The trial. It was just like the engine the whole time. It was super nice, don't get us wrong, but with the sails up, but that'll be super awesome. Library.
Library. It's library.
A library. We do not have a ham radio. That would be super cool. I mean, we have a radio. What do you call that? Like the VHF?
VHF, yeah.
It's pretty old. We'd like to get, like, what do you call it? The cordless ones, so that when we're at the helm, we can actually, like, talk and hear.
So our radio doesn't have, like, a secondary receiver, like, or whatever you call it, like the mic at the helm. So we would like to get one that comes with, like, a portable radio as well, so we can actually hear stuff properly.
Yeah, Kitty, that's Cece. She's pretty cool. Aw, thank you so much, Dan. We hope you're well as well. We're awesome. The sun was out today.
These may not turn out very well. We're going to see.
Oh, boy. We have to show them the end result.
I'm not going to lie. I don't know how this is going to turn out. It just seems too watery to actually be crepes, but...
Okay. If you insulate the engine room, we were actually just talking about that yesterday. So if you insulate the engine room, use Vetus insulation, rubber-backed insulation. Foam does minimal for sound.
Yeah, I don't know what...
No, crepes. I don't know. I think they can put fruit in crepes or something like that, don't they?
Lots
usually?
of people do fruit. Lots of people...
Or veggies.
You can also do cheese. My grandma used to make a cheese one.
I don't know. We always just do, like, maple syrup and stuff.
And chocolate. We basically have dessert here. But yeah, this insulation in our engine room is basically just foam, honestly, but we would like to get something a little bit nicer.
John, I don't know what show that is. The puppet cat that sits on the corner talking. Oh yeah, you totally need a ham license though. Is that hard to get, or is it just like an online course for that? Or just pay for a license? Oh wow. Did you know that diarrhea is hereditary? They say it's in my genes.
Oh wow. Beautiful. Just beautiful.
Do boaters have an RC radio transmitter community?
I'm sure they do, actually. I don't know exactly, but I'm sure lots of people like to call other boats when they're sailing and stuff and just say hello. Well, we're pretty new to this, so we haven't done a lot of that yet.
Hello, Ireland, in the house. How's it going? I don't know what that means, but I'll just be cautious.
Nope, snowing and raining hard at the moment. We love having weather. Snow. Oh yeah, I know. The weather is beautiful right now.
Just make sure the exhaust don't leak, because it'll kill you. Yeah, for sure.
What, from the engine?
I guess so.
Yeah,
probably.
That's been fine so far.
Yeah, foam is cheap and falls apart eventually. Remember the brand name Vetus. I'll write that down. Definitely. Thank you very much for that. For 1 second, please. Sound insulation. It definitely does have something on like the inside of the box now, the engine compartment, but I don't know if it's very good or not. I mean, it's just like the heat stuff, right?
I mean, it does have like a sound deadening too, but it's not very good. It's really old. Obviously, when this boat was built, it was like in the 80s or 70s, or no, late 80s anyway. So it's pretty old stuff. Some of it's been like worn out and torn out by like just stuff rattling and vibrating too close, but...
Broken says to DM, I can get you on track for ham.
Sorry, what?
They're advanced ticketed ham.
Oh, wow.
I think that seems like it would be a smart decision.
I mean, a ham radio would be cool. We'd have to get another antenna, which is another problem, but...
Oh, yeah. Our antennas are like cracked or whatever on those things, right? on the.
Well, the only our GPS antennas are crap.
Oh, okay. I'm. Okay.
But everything else, like our VHF, is fine. That's just a regular style antenna, though.
So you know the show, Dan. I don't even know the show with the puppet cat that talked in the corner. And a magic roundabout. Is it day there? Yes, it totally is. It's 511, so 1700 basically.
Yeah, currently our VHF
Aww.
radio antenna is just back there. Obviously, it'd be nicer if it was a bit taller.
Kitty.
We should move stuff up the mast, honestly.
Kitty is always intrigued. She has to know everything.
Missing piece, we were 0 experience when we bought the boat.
You just run a wire antenna along your backstay.
Yeah.
Meow. How experienced? We were 0 experienced, definitely.
It's almost time to start the crepes here.
Oh wow, that's I guess that's a compliment. Thank you so much.
What was the compliment?
Coolest people on YT.
Oh, wow.
Normally I laugh at people, but you're living the dream.
We're trying to do something different, going for some adventure.
We are not in a Jaguar or a Westerly.
This would be a pretty big Jaguar. Or is that some kind of boat as well?
I'm not sure. Jaguar is a cat. This is a monohull.
Oh, one of those. Yeah, we're in a monohull. If you guys haven't already, don't forget to like, follow, subscribe, do all that cool stuff. We do appreciate it.
Oh wow, John lives on a 50-foot boat. That's crazy big.
That would be like the top. Wait, is yours a sailboat or is it like a regular motoring yacht style thing?
In Australia, Aussie land.
That'd be cool.
Yeah, totally. How much are your harbor fees? Right now they're 575 Canadian dollars. And then electricity, which is about 100. But maybe a bit less. Our heaters haven't been on. It's just been the fresh ocean breeze coming through the boat, and it's super nice.
Yeah, we finally actually have decent weather.
I'm learning. I'm working here.
Which car companies make boats? I can't think of any off the top of my head, but I'm sure there is.
If you tell us the secret, then it won't be a secret, I think.
Per month, yes.
A fishing trawler. Ooh, that's
cool.
nice. Totally. There's a really nice one here. Brian always says he could live on it, and I think I could too.
It's smaller, but yeah, I don't know. Yeah.
Do you have oh wait, right. Big one. We haven't really had significant issues with rocky waters. We're safe where we are at, definitely.
Thank you very much for the sub, by the way. I hope you have some fun laughing.
Wow. Lamborghini has some really nice yachts.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's true. Yeah, that's one I didn't think of. We actually saw one go through Calgary when we left.
Oh, it was so cool. It just like kept going, and it was just beautiful. That was impressive. Aww. Thank you so much. Thank you everybody who has liked and followed and subscribed.
Of course, Broken would have another hobby of ham radio stuff.
Definitely recommend. I have facilities.
Hmm.
Oh, that's crazy cool. Aw.
An airplane. I was a relay. That's really cool. Broken Promises. I have seen some like live streams of people using ham radios.
I'll ask you after maybe.
Which
What's this mean?
a relay, like he was relaying information between another boat and like the Coast Guard.
So just like the tower on the boat? Or...
Well, no, he was actually talking to them because they couldn't hear each other.
Oh, okay.
Because of the way
Oh,
that the
I
frequencies
see.
were
I
traveling,
got
so
you.
he had to be like the go-between.
That makes sense. I'm silly.
Do you know the difference between America and Americas? We're Canadian, so yes. We do not consider ourselves American because America already has taken that as their name for their people. So we are Canadian, but we live in North America, so yes. And there is also South America, if that's what you're asking.
Broken has a dozen hobbies. So do we, definitely. We haven't boarded the horses yet on the boat yet.
I know, the one day me and Broken Promises were talking on the, just like with the chat or whatever, and he was saying that he has quite a few hobbies. We both do like the 3D printing, and he does metal detecting already, so that's why I said he already has, a lot of stuff.
Oh, okay. HF radio skips off the ionosphere, so huge travel distance, good for long distance, but not short.
Yes.
Bellingham. I'm not sure where Bellingham is. Do you know where
Isn't Bellingham in the UK? So we are not that close.
We are not. Well, it's just a pond away. Isn't that what they say?
Just over the pond, yeah. Just a pond away. If you guys haven't already, don't forget to like, follow, subscribe. We appreciate it. A bluish screen, green tail. What are we talking about now?
Bluish screen, green tail. Oh, I had brown hair, blue eye.
Is there a Bellingham in Vancouver? Or Washington, actually? Hold on.
It's in Washington.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what Trina
sorry, I
says.
just Googled it. I think we are kind of close. We're on Vancouver Island, so we're across the... Bellingham is close to the San Juan Islands, and we're north of there. So we're on Vancouver Island. So we're kind of close, yeah.
Did you mention mermaids?
I didn't.
No, I don't think we have seen a mermaid. If we do, we'll tell you extra. Definitely.
Trains.
Oh, wow. Yeah, in Abbotsford they also are. Oh, wow, it's not sailboats here. What did he say? I missed it.
No, not sailboats. Where are you?
Things that are not sailboats. Oh, wait, you know what's better than a sailboat? Things that are not sailboats.
Gotcha.
Oh, wow, I gotta look this up. Tutu.
What is a floating trailer? I mean, we're in a floating trailer, basically.
Kidding, I'm kidding. No,
I
it's
saw that.
fine. It's
Holly and I don't mind that. We honestly wanted to live in an RV or a van, so honestly to us it doesn't really matter. Some people get really offended by that, but it doesn't really bother us that much. So, Josh, the first country we would like to visit would probably be Mexico. But in that sense, we'll be traveling through the U.S. So we'll be going from Canada to the U.S. and then to Mexico.
She definitely plays that game. The floor is definitely water. She just like hops all around. It's cold on the floor.
It is.
She's very much loves the heat, so she's super spoiled.
And she likes to watch what we're doing at all times. Abbotsford, Canada. That's where my sister is. That's where Holly and I lived for 4 months while we bought this boat. So the first boat we wanted to, we put a deposit down on. We had to go move to Abbotsford and live with my sister while we did that boat. Unfortunately, that one fell through, and it took us another 4 months to find this one, so it was kind of a pain.
We totally live, and yes, we do love on the boat, but we live on the boat. Yes.
And
for 4 months now.
So there's a sailboat, and then there's a monohull, which is what our boat is. It just has one long, pointy, classic sailboat-looking thing. A catamaran is like a two-hulled boat. It's just like, and then there's a trimaran that has 3. So
Yeah.
basically, a monohull is like 1 hull, catamaran is 2, trimaran is 3 hulls.
Yes, because catamarans and trimarans can be sailboats. Aw, thank you so much for the galaxy.
Chase, thank you very much for the galaxy. Appreciate you. Also, Nomad and K9, thank you. What is that they sent? Nomad sent something a while ago too.
Oh, coral.
Oh, the coral.
I missed that. I'm sorry, Nomad.
And Missing P sent a heart me. Thank you guys for all the gifts today. Sorry we missed some of those. And Chase, thank you very much for the corgi as well. We do really appreciate you guys for the gifts. We're working hard to make something of an entertaining live stream and videos for you guys. Hopefully you guys find them interesting.
Brian, what you say about the boat? Buy the boat you can buy now, but not the one of your dreams or something? Is that how it goes? Buy the boat you can buy now, not the one of your
yeah.
Yeah.
Because your dreams will constantly change, basically.
But we would highly recommend, John. Definitely highly recommend. It is very amazing.
Yeah, that's what I try to always say. People always try to they want to buy the boat of their dreams, but your dreams will constantly like outlive your financial ability to afford your dreams. Even once you like can afford your original, like your next dream boat, you'll be able to afford it. All of a sudden you'll be looking at the next thing up, like a catamaran, which is like twice as much, and then you'll be like a trimaran, maybe that's even more. So just buy the boat you can afford now and get into it. I think that's the biggest thing a lot of people say.
Yes, and then pop on over to Scotland. We'd love to, Dan. That's totally awesome.
And Chase, thank you for the hand heart and the corgi. Appreciate you.
No, you're all good. You're all good, Chase.
We have never had to evacuate yet. We're in Vancouver Island. It's a very mild part of the world, honestly. We get like winter here, but it's not that bad. We get storms, but they're honestly not like hurricanes. We have had hurricanes, of course, but generally speaking, it's not that crazy up here.
Opposite of a mermaid should be a mer butler.
That's true. That is true if you think about it.
Yeah, totally. When are you sailing? Soon, hopefully. Just need something that floats. Well, yes, you fight it the whole way. I'm sure all the windows will leak.
I mean, what was I going to say now? Shoot, I forgot now.
Oh, sorry. I think Letterkenny, definitely. Although trailer did one good movie and I really liked it. But I don't know if that's true now, actually. Ooh, we almost bought a van. So the boat almost, we put a, what do you call that, a deposit down on a boat. And we waited all summer long. So we were looking at vans at that point. But this one did show up. Brian's dad actually found it.
And he is in the chat right now, or he
is
was.
He? Okay,
he was,
I haven't seen him for a minute.
He might have fallen asleep or had a nap or left for a bit to make some supper.
But I think van life is awesome. RV life. Trina is here. She does RV. We also were building out a cargo trailer, so we are for it, definitely.
Yes. Yeah, never wait for perfection. If you wait for perfection, you'll never actually achieve it. So do something you can do now and do it while you still can.
It's such a beautiful day on the island. Although the wind, I mean, if I must complain, the wind did pick up and it was pretty chilly, but it's still amazing. It was so nice today.
He's Clay Matthews. I wish I had Clay Matthews' bank account. Okay, then we could afford probably a real nice yacht. Oh, that's a little hotter than I expected.
Another airplane. Oh, no. Oh, Chase, thank you very much for the hand heart as well.
Did you hear the airplane, Josh? Is that why you said it?
Oh,
I think there was
see.
one that just went by.
Oh, it probably was on the video. I forget that that's
right.
there.
Yeah. You can move that if it's in the way of you, Holly.
Oh, no, it's fine.
Okay. Here's the crepes. I mean, they're not very big crepes. We don't have like a huge pan, but there we go. There's our crepes.
You just like splash a little maple syrup on that there, bud?
Yeah. Canadian. Maybe?
Yes, they totally do. Okay. So what do we do for a living? This is it. You're looking at it. Most people... No, I shouldn't say that. There's a few people that do not think it's real life, but it's true. It's real. You can make a living off this.
We sail on a lifeboat. I like it.
Aww.
The cat is in charge. She is the captain. She's making sure I make the right crepes.
Everybody always says she's a big cat. She is a big female, but she's not that big. She's...
Behind her boat,
Aww.
there is a bay that me and my uncle used to fly to and grow lots of tomatoes. That's awesome. Hi, kitty.
Aww.
Why are you poking me? You just wanted to let me know that you're here?
Copper Servant, thank you very much for the marvelous confetti. Thank you. And thank you everybody who has double tapped the screen, and thank you for hanging out and asking all these good, fantastic questions.
David Spade? Apparently I look like everybody.
No way. He does not look like David Spade. Actually, we worked with a guy that looked like him at one point. He doesn't anymore, but...
We can shrimp catch here, yes. We've crab trapped here before.
There's, we need to get one of those prawn traps. They are like $100, I think, but we just don't have one yet.
I know, lots of people just say I look like everybody. I mean, I will say I kind of do look like that one guy that somebody just mentioned a while ago, but I don't know. Sea bugs, exactly. That's what I always think about, which is why I'm not very fond of them.
Oh, wow. Oh, thank you so much, Reaper. Love and peace all. Hope everyone has a blessed day.
So far, so
Oh,
good.
wow. Yeah, exactly. Is it a guy? Does he have blonde hair? Close enough. I think it was really funny when we were going around Abbotsford. Brian's uncle would always see us, and it was just always his blonde hair coming from the helmet.
We are in BC, yes. We're on Vancouver Island in British Columbia. These, well, Dad, we're not sure how these crepes are going to turn out because I had to use powdered milk because we ran out of real milk.
Oh, wow.
The cat does look giant, but she's honestly not that big. She's a pretty normal sized cat. She's 12 pounds, which is pretty average, I think, for a female cat.
So Dan's going to a cabin, and then he's going on a steamboat.
Oh, that'll be cool.
Yeah, totally. Ooh, with chicken
Hello,
rolled
France.
up in them. Oh, that would be good.
I have never been to France. How is the weather over there? What's your day-to-day life look like?
Copper serving a crepe? Or... That can't be right. There's no way.
The biggest change? We have to, like, obviously make sure our electricity... You're going to see another plane probably come through.
No, yeah.
Electricity, water, and managing those can be a little bit of a big change. Plus, washing machine, we have to use the Marinas, which takes a little bit more time.
Kitty, oh yeah, she totally is challenging you.
The cat does need a captain's hat because she is the
Aw.
captain of the boat, aren't you, Kitty?
Did she get her, you know what?
Not yet.
Oh my. Oh
She's
shoot.
half an hour late. Look at
I
her.
know, I did say 20 minutes and it's been like 50.
Kitty, I can't believe this.
Hello, Total Tech, how's it going? It's been a while since I've seen you.
That crepe did not turn out very well. Oh no. Well, that one's going to be a little bit of a fun crepe.
Uh-oh. So sunny in the south in Mars. I mean, if a megalodon came, that would we would probably film it and then we'll show you. But I doubt they'll be coming to our boat.
I'll try to 3D print a captain's hat. I couldn't find one on the internet to I'll have to 3D design my own.
Thank you so much, Luke. Thank you everybody who's followed, and thank you for being here, everyone.
Holly is probably the better cook, but we each have our own
Aw.
strengths and weaknesses when it comes to stuff. Usually I make the crepes, Holly makes the chicken, I make the ground beef stuff, and then I don't know. But I'd say Holly's probably overall the better cook. Gotta
Kitty?
boop this new kitty.
Aw. She's like, no.
They wanted to see the boop, Kitty. They wanted the boop.
She totally needs a captain set, definitely.
I'll have to make one. I'll get that Batman. I know you can 3D print a Batman one. I'll have to make a tricorn for her.
She's like, don't touch me until you give me the food. Aw. Is it okay if we say...
Yes, we can end it now. If you want.
Okay.
It is pretty much time for supper, so.
I'm totally that person that's like, is it lunchtime yet? Is it lunchtime yet? I'm really hungry. We did
All right,
have...
guys.
Yeah.
Thank you very much for being here. We will be back live later tonight.
Yeah, totally. Everyone aboard should wear a captain's hat. I think we should. I want a really fancy one. Mine's going to be so expensive. It's going to be like $500.
They are pretty expensive already. We would love to get a captain's hat each and
It has to
the
be
long trench coat looking thing.
Yeah, it has to be the bill. What do you call it? The beaver felt.
Yeah, beaver pelt stuff. Yeah. We are not in Washington. We're north of that. We're BC, Canada, so we're pretty close to Washington, though.
Trina, thank you so much for helping us out. Thanks for hanging out, Trina.
A patch,
Oh wait,
yes.
Trina, how was your sleep?
Oh yeah.
Did you sleep like a baby?
I can show you guys the outside really quick.
What if a whale headbutts the boat? I don't think so.
That's outlandish.
Yeah, crazy.
We're not in the Mediterranean here.
Yeah. But maybe we'll give them a boop too.
I'm trying to get it going for you guys. I'll try to do the outside really quick before we end.
Kitty, Sarah says, well, Sarah Barra, which is cute. Thank you. She says, pss, 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 pss.
What? Kitty is concerned that something has been happening here. Here's the...
Excellent. Oh, good. That's awesome.
There you go. There's the beautiful kitty cat. 1 second. Let me get this crepe out of here. Stand by. You guys can watch me quickly pour a crepe into the pan.
Oh, wow. There goes another plane. Oh, I guess you can't see it.
Sorry.
That's okay.
It's hard to do it all at the same time while also showing you. I'll show you guys the outside now. You won't be able to hear me because I don't have a microphone, but I will show you the outside.
Give me a rating about how clean that white is. I cleaned that up, polished it all. Looks real good. Uh-huh.
There you go. Nothing too exciting where we are right now. We're just in a marina, but it will get more exciting as the days go on here and we get to actually go.
The sun was so nice and warm today. It was magical. It really was.
And if you guys haven't already, don't forget to like, follow, subscribe. Go watch our videos. We made a new long form video over on the other thing that you guys can go check out.
On the YouTube. It's on the YouTube.
And
it's
we
awesome.
will see you guys later. Thank you guys very much for being here. We'll be here later on tonight like we always are. So have a good one, guys. We will talk to you later.
Goodbye.
Good day. And YouTube, I know a bunch of you just popped in. We are about to head off here. We appreciate everybody for popping into our live today. And we hope you all have a great afternoon. We'll be back later on.
Can you? Thank you. Oh, wow.
That's not bad.
That's awesome.
We actually made a small amount of money today.
That's
Hooray!
So good.
We've been having a dry spell of making money online. But appreciate every one of you. See mate, go on. And one for the cat. Yes. Thank you guys for being here. We'll be back later tonight, like we said.
You're
of
very...
Loch Katrina, stunning place.
You're
Dan,
welcome,
I'll have to check
Sarah.
that out. How do I go? Oh, there we go. I will check out your stuff, Dan, just to see that very specifically. Although it just didn't work. Why didn't it work?
You have to go to channel.
I did. It didn't. Oh, there it goes. Oh, it did. It launched. It just didn't show up.
Okay.
Anyway, guys, thank you for being here. We will see you guys later tonight if you're around. And then, of course, tomorrow